with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised Chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Chats with 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh when you're, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims across the board we charge the ward because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fans chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. 3 streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Tuesday the 13th of May 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far. Before the stream went live, we were actually given 10 memberships from Sonny. Sonny came on the stream and given 10 memberships, so we have 2 free spaces immediately before we even get underway. So congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Dark to the Phil, Kenneth Griffin, TT Twister, Dave's Not Here, Stargrave77, Mamal36, Hot Dog Hand Grenade, Bjorn Nebelsnarf, Legit Trash, and Mr. J. So those 10 people got a membership courtesy of Sonny, who gave a member bomb earlier on, 10 members, which is of course 2 free spaces. So thank you very much immediately to Sonny for that. Of course, good stuff indeed, you know what I mean? So we get 2 free spaces immediately straight from the get-go, which is also good stuff indeed. And apparently we're about 35 likes away from our first free space like as well, you know what I mean? We need 50 likes to get a free space as well. And yeah, and Broside Phil as well. Thank you very much to Broside Phil for raiding the stream, very kind of. So Broside Phil's stream just ended like 5 minutes ago. We were waiting to go live ourselves, you know what I mean? So he decided to send his viewers our way, which is very kind of indeed. And it's kind of funny because literally like a minute beforehand, MRC Midnight was saying, actually I'll show you what MRC Midnight was saying, you know. What was he fucking saying here? I'll just scroll up in the fucking chat. Yeah, there we go. MRC Midnight was saying that I'm into BSP on the main tab, but MRC Midnight at least had me in the mini tab, you know what I mean? So well, that's okay, I'll accept that, you know. I'm still on MRC Midnight's, you know, peripheral vision, you know what I mean? But his main focus was a Broside Phil stream, which is understandable because I was in the stream earlier on, I was in the chat earlier on, you know, and enjoying Broside Phil's antics. He was in fine form today, and literally moments later, as I turned my head around to get myself a wee drink or whatever, and to come back and Broside Phil's raided the bingo stream, you know what I mean? It's like a heard me saying nice things about him. So there we go. I hope you're all doing as I said, you know what I mean? Phil Burnell is not anywhere to be seen yet. Who knows where Phil is? And frankly,
who fucking cares?
Yeah, you know, who gives a shit? There's something I forgot to do, by the way, at the end of the last stream. Tacozilla was very bored and he made a bunch of fun images, and I forgot to show them off. So we have this, and I actually have descriptions here. So I have this is DSP as a lost soul from Doom 3. Okay, so that's his first one. DSP as a lost soul from Doom 3. What else do we have here? There was no description for this one, but you know, still was pretty fucking good. This one, I believe, DSP as a revenant from Doom 2016. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? And as well as that, he made this one as well. The Doom Slayer isn't happy with DSP talking bad of his games. And finally, just slice his fucking head off. So there we go. So I went and missed this. This was on the Memo Discord, and I could have checked. I mean, I forgot to check the Memo Discord at the end of the last stream. You know, before we went away to the outro. I could have shown it off then, but I completely forgot. So I went and said to myself, I got to show these off now. And Tacozilla was just saying he was just bored. Like, he just fucking made these out of boredom. Not just fucking like he was just bored, you know. Phil's like fucking being Phil. So I'm going to fucking make these for fun because Phil's bored and the crap at me more than usual. So
but I still pretty good stuff indeed, of course. You know what I mean? Good robust images. So, a couple of things to show you on Twitter, and there's a couple of things. I thought it was a very good point here, actually. Poems Past brought out a point here that Phil, on part one, so Phil played Doom, right? The new Doom game, he played it in the night stream last night. And for almost all that the first part of the video, Phil did not really beg whatsoever. Like, Phil withheld from actually mentioning support or goals, whatever, for a lot of that first part of the Doom video. You know, that's what the fucking point was here. Part one of his day one upload, he avoided all begging and shoutouts. As soon as it was done, it was nothing but stalling and stopping every 5 minutes during gameplay. So it's kind of, I never actually thought about that, but I guess Phil might actually make it an active choice to, because part ones of new game playthroughs are usually quite popular anyway, he might make it an active decision on his part not to be as usual with his rampant begging. Because, you know, obviously most of the attention, most of the views may come from part one, but if it comes across in his usual begging manner, it might portray him in a negative light, so he might hold off on doing that. So that's a good observation though. That's a very good observation, I thought, from Poems Past. Also, I love that being said, retro like fucking tweets here from Phil back in the day. Reminder that DSP considers grocery shopping and carrying in the grocery bags afterwards a physical workout. And this is a direct quote. This is a direct quote from Phil's. No, wait, no.
Then I had other shit to do.
No, I mean, there you go. I just want that wee fucking notification to fucking not go there. So, it says, listen, this is from the King of Fate forums from way back in the fucking day. Listen, I'm in much better shape than I was when I started on YouTube. I regularly gauge myself and force myself to walk, etc. I go out 1 to 2 times a week at the least, and I do physical work during that time, grocery shopping and the like, where I purposely have to walk around a lot and move bags into the house, etc. I also do not eat all fast food like I used to, even now that Liana is gone. I'm learning to cook smaller meals and ration out food, etc. So I'm not constantly eating out like I was back when I lived alone in Connecticut. And of course there's an accompanying video clip as well.
Then I had other shit to do. I had all these errands to do, and I didn't have time to do any of them during the daytime, so I was trying to do them at night. And one way I thought, gee, this would tire me out, right? This would get me tired so that I could go to sleep. It actually had exactly the opposite effect. I was doing all these, you know, errands and everything, and it kept making my mind think about other things to do, and it basically got the adrenaline pumping in my body. So here it was, you know, very early morning hours when I should be tired and going to sleep, and I was putting clothes away and sorting clothes out to donate and doing all this stuff. And next thing I know, I'm like, oh my god, look how late it is, and I got all caught up with all this shit, you know. Then I had other shit to...
So yeah, Phil's adrenaline got pumping sorting clothes. You know, like doing laundry, just fucking got his fucking just flowing, I guess. It's utterly bizarre. Is Phil still not awake yet? No sign of the bad man. The bad man's not turned up yet, he's very late today. Let's check the kick bans and see if there's any recent bans. No. I've just done sell to the last few bans, but no sign of the bad man. Right, there's a couple of videos that are on YouTube. Ronnie, the tractor, has made a brand new video. I don't know what it's about yet, it's 4 minutes long, but Ronnie's compilations and all that jazz are usually pretty good. This is called DS Positivity.
I have no problem e-begging.
Big. All I see you do is...
So you're an idiot.
Well, I mean, you're an idiot.
Why come to a stream that you know I have to pay attention to the game and then complain I'm not interacting? That's on you because you're an idiot.
Stop scanning chat. Oh, so I'm not supposed to pretend like there's a stream here and try to interact with people? I'm supposed to ignore my stream. That's what you want me to do.
I just literally am warning people don't look for spoilers, and then Moron posts spoilers in the chat. So you're an idiot.
And then you got the insane, mentally challenged conspiracy theorists. And I do mean that because no one would just immediately assume that everything I'm saying is a lie unless you're an idiot.
Maybe you shouldn't fucking insult me on the stream because you're an idiot. Are we ever gonna get another masturbation stream? No. And in fact, what we are gonna get is a nice ban stream where I ban your ass live because you're an idiot. Oh, Phil doesn't talk to anyone unless they donate, except I do all the time. You gotta tell Jade he needs to pay up or he can't pick shots. Be a base king, that'd be funny. You know what's funny? Maybe you don't have the right to speak up unless you contribute.
Just because you're an idiot doesn't mean that idiocy that you're spreading is true.
I was walking in public and smacked a kid with a Wolverine toy. That did not happen, and you're an idiot.
I don't want to do romance missions in games because I don't get anything out of them, because I have tons of real life romance that's what I want to focus on in my life, and not fantasy romance in games. If you don't understand that difference, you're an idiot.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Notice every shooter you play, you reload after every shot. Yes, it's a way to be safe, to know you always have ammo, and you don't run out, and also, it also shows that you're an idiot.
I'm not going to read your message because you're an idiot, and keep your money.
I'm just trying to run a business here, have a life. Everyone else can make a tweet and not get attacked. I make a tweet, oh, here's a negative thing. You're an idiot.
You're not a fan, you're an idiot. You were sitting here waiting to complain, so get out of here. Thank God. Should I just give every single goal ever away for free? Wouldn't that completely undermine the whole point of goals and having a business? You're gonna ignore this idiot.
Do not support me because of the hate thrown against me on the internet. I don't want that. I want earned support.
Beggars can't be choosers.
How can you say that's a victim's mentality? You're an idiot.
Let's keep that momentum going, everyone, so we can hit that goal and felt the trolls.
My wife did not use pre-made biscuit though. She made it from scratch. You're an idiot. You have no idea what you're speaking of.
If I see one single person mention it again in my chat, you will be permanently banned, and I will laugh at you because you're an idiot. Because these people are so insanely stupid. Again, they just want to nitpick every little thing possible on my stream. Oh, he's hanging the American flag wrong. It's not even the American flag. It's just a decoration.
No one says Blanca's top tier. You're an idiot.
Oh, you banned someone. Why'd you ban them? Oh, you don't want to...
I completely forgot about that fucking American flag, but I guess I know what we're going to fucking see in July. He's going to fucking get that shit at the cause or whatever. And guys, America. But it's not the American flag though, it's a prop.
Play this master rank. Did I say that? No, I didn't, but you're an idiot.
Why didn't you hit master with all the characters you like? Why did you force yourself to play games you don't like? Because I didn't, and you're an idiot.
Phil's just listening to everything chat tells him, and that's why he's doing so well. You haven't watched the playthrough. You're an idiot. There's one time in the entirety of the playthrough that definitely helped with that. It was if someone said, buy a plasma gun early.
I gotta go out and buy a can of cranberry sauce. No, you don't. Stay the fuck home. You're an idiot.
I'm not going to be shaving anything off in my office live. That's the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard.
I will shave my beard. Today only, this stream only. $900 to raise on this stream.
If you listen to a single detractor channel or idiot who's talked about this, you listen to a moron who made everything up.
What I love is when you get idiotic things said.
Okay, the screen warping was like mostly like filters for the screen warping's like kind of funny, whatever. This one looked flawless. Like this, for this particular scene, the screen warping here looked like it was. It didn't even look. I mean, it's incredible.
Talked about this, you listen to a moron who made it.
Because it does, nothing else is affected whatsoever apart from the face. So that was on point perfectly. The screen warp here.
Single detractor channel or idiot who's talked about this, you listen to a moron who made everything up.
What I love is when you get idiotic things said like this in the chat. It's you, it's not the game. Oh, so that's why when I was playing Street Fighter 6, there was tons of attention, and now when I'm playing Tekken 8, there's not. Because it's me playing it. That makes no fucking sense. You're an idiot.
You played Helldivers 2 too late. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot for saying that. You're just a complete moron making an excuse.
People won't let you talk about sports in the stream chat. That's not true. But if you derail my entire stream chat about sports discussion, you know I don't watch sports. You know I don't play sports. You know I know nothing about competitive sports or any of the athletes. So why would you come to the DSP gaming chat and do that and derail it and talk about sports? You're an idiot.
It's time for you to stop empowering my detractors. If you think that
Look at that, he borrowed Broadside Phil's arm for this fucking picture. That's good of Roy to do.
anything they do has any meaning or worth, you're an idiot.
We want Phil and Kino Casino to be at each other's throats. It literally will never happen.
Sure about that, Phil?
So, you're an idiot.
Why?
That's a hell of an edit right there. That's a hell of a fucking edit right there.
Why is everyone bullying us? Why does everyone say our game's woke? Why is everyone saying the game is bad? Why is everyone... Because you're an idiot. No.
What a compilation that was from Front. That was fantastic. I definitely deserve some more attention. I'm going to share a link in that chat, sort of link to this compilation in the chat if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But that's a very robust compilation indeed, made by Fronny. Big ups to him. Absolutely, you know, a great examples of Phil's hypocrisy, time and time again. Phil's awake. Bad news, bad news. The bad man's awake. There's one more thing. So there's a compilation I have from last night, made by Snort Burnell. Before we watch that though, I want to show you what happened last night during Phil's stream because he had OBS issues, and I want you to hear what he blamed it on. So let me just make sure this is on 1080p and 1.5 speed. But Phil has a very unique excuse as to why his OBS or stream might have had problems.
Start the whole PC. I have no clue what's causing this. All right, so for those watching on demand, thanks for watching. The part's about to end. For those watching here on YouTube or Kick, the stream will go down, but come right back up. Just wait a minute, okay? Thanks a lot.
The bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the play.
And then we just kind of fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward.
Look, nothing that makes any sense.
Here we go.
I don't know what's causing it. It's not memory use. It's nothing that makes any sense. It's not memory use. Oh, wait a minute. You know, I think I might know what it is. I know this is going to sound insane. I think it's my shirt.
Yeah. Phil thinks his shirt is causing... One more time.
You know, I think I might know what it is. I know this is going to sound insane. I think it's my shirt.
Explain.
I'm serious. I think it's this shirt. Last time I wore this shirt, I was playing Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. No, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, okay? And when I was playing it, this shirt made my camera go crazy. Like, literally, it made the camera go absolutely nuts. And the camera couldn't keep track of me during the stream, and it kept going nuts. I wonder if that's what it is. If this shirt, the camera actually has issues, and it's screwing up because of it. It very well could be. That could be what's happening here. Yeah, look, I didn't even move, and it just acted like I was doing a hand signal. I didn't even move. And it said it thought I was doing a hand signal there. That's really weird. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to upgrade my OBS. I don't know. Usually it pops up and tells me when there's an update. I don't know.
So, yeah. Phil's shirt apparently is very controlling of his OBS and camera. And, well, Jesus Christ, who fucking knows what the fuck's going on there. And an interesting message as well. So, somebody contacted me behind the scenes, you know, earlier on today. And they went and told me when Phil's stream went down, the viewership on Phil's stream went down massively at the same time. But when Phil's stream went live again, the numbers went up pretty quickly. So they questioned whether Phil's using viewbots, and this has been a theory which has been around for a long time, for many years. Whether Phil watches, you know, Phil has viewbots or whatever, because it's kind of the numbers in Phil's streams, when Phil's streams crash randomly or whatever, it goes down, and the number of viewers he has just goes down magically by a lot as well as soon as the stream goes down. It's a strange kind of correlation that happens, you know. Of course, the big question mark is, does Phil viewbot or someone doing it on his behalf? Like, you'd think if someone's going to fucking viewbot, he would actually, you know, try and get more bots, because the numbers he has right now is not very fucking impressive, is it? So, I don't know. It's just, I mean, what the fuck, man? It's bizarre. It's utterly fucking bizarre. Hell. Sonny says he has issues. Rewind as empty chair just then. Oh, I mean, you talk about the last night's stream. Wait, hold on. You mean today's stream? Actually, hold on. You told me to rewind, so hold on. That's a good morning all, and then let's fast forward. Is there saying anything else? Wait, so hold on. You talk about an empty chair, so Phil's camera was on briefly. Is that what you're trying to say? To show an empty chair. Wait, what's this? Hold on. 2 seconds. What is it happening now? Actually, hold on. I'm just, oh yeah, I see that. I see it. There it is now. Look, when this happens, guys, when this happens, it means Phil's adding something to show off on. So this is basically Phil needing to add something to his, you know, basically he wants to fucking add something to his OBS studio. But Phil does not understand how to utilize studio mode. Like, if I wanted to amend something on screen and then but not have you guys see what I'm doing, I can do it via studio mode. I can just click a button on OBS studio mode. So Phil's not going to show here as a spoiler what he's adding, I imagine. Or maybe he's just trying to fix something instead. Now he's going to his other camera or whatever. Now he's going back to that camera. There's something anyway he's desperate to try and fix or whatever resolve. Maybe he's just trying to fix the webcam issue or something. But for some reason Phil felt compelled to put his webcam on at that point in time and then switch to another webcam and do something bizarre. Utterly fucking bizarre. I got no idea. But I assume if we go to live DSP, I assume it's still just... well, hold on. Why is live DSP not... why come on? The stream doesn't like live DSP. I'm trying to fucking play current live DSP and YouTube's saying no. Hang on. Let's try that again. Can we go live? Hold on. There we go. Got there in the end. camera had a firmware update, so I had to refresh it quickly. So that's why Phil had his webcam on briefly there. I had a firmware update, so he had to show off his webcam on stream live. So yeah, I knew about a reason why I fucking have a webcam on, because I was like, he had to do something essentially to. But it's amazing though, like, you know, he still doesn't understand studio mode. He still doesn't understand that, doesn't get it, whatever. But he had to show off the camera live to refresh it, whatever, because I had a firmware update. There you fucking go. Anyway, while we wait for Phil to go live, how about we enjoy his compilation from Snort Burnell from yesterday's antics. I think this is actually the day stream combined, which includes Phil's devouring of food. So yeah, fuck it, we'll just play the whole thing.
Save the pig. What?
Yeah, spoiler alert, baby, spoiler alert. So Phil was given a lot of money yesterday. $140 came from one singular source. A fellow content creator on Kick, who is probably someone that does gambling streams. What's his name? Kulo Diver or something? What's the fucking name? I can't even mind what the fucking name was. Killdozer. I was like, Kulo Diver. I don't know what the fuck killed it. Killdozer. Someone called Killdozer gave Phil $140 worth of support last night. And it kind of, so, and I shared a theory on, so I'll play the video soon, I promise, but I want to share my theory soon. So just Killdozer person is somebody that does stream on Kick, gamble streams. That same day, earlier on that day, Phil was asked by somebody in his audience whether he's been offered any gambling stream sponsorships yet on Kick. And Phil told everyone he hadn't been. So, I've got a wee theory. My theory is thus. Sorry, Steve. So, I think part of me is kind of wondering if this is an attempt from Kick and like they're, you know, streaming, you know, they're I think they're hoping to have one of their sponsored streamers essentially cozy up to Phil, so when they do offer him some sort of gambling sponsorship streaming thing, Phil's more likely to say yes to it. You know, I think this is intentionally deliberate on Kick's part. You know, maybe I'm more thinking it, but I generally think it's a strange timing for Phil to earlier on that day say had not been, you know, he hadn't been offered anything, and then a random Kick gambling content creator comes out of nowhere and gives him $140. You know, I feel like they're preparing, they're hoping to offer him something, but and they're hoping to kind of say, well, you know, you so and so, you know, and we see so and so's playing your content as well, and they enjoy it, so ask them how good it is. You know, like it's one of those kind of fucking things. And yeah, and Cameron Truman kind of. He's seen it as well. As a member, he's seen my theory as well in the Discord. And obviously his opinion in there was like, you know, if that's the case, then Kick is in for a rude awakening. I do think lolcows operate like this. And yeah, Sonny says as well, Kick lost a bunch of streamers due to dumb pranks and such, so yeah, who knows. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I've got a feeling that I feel like the topic will be mentioned again at some point during the podcast. So just a theory. They'll get mentioned again. Anyway, let's fucking watch some Snort Burnell's compilation while we wait for Phil to go live.
What the heck? A pig with a party hat.
Ziggy Piggy.
Hello, Mr. Piggy. Ziggy Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
What?
Oh, that's the thing as well. So I'd apologise for pausing again, but yeah, Phil. So Phil alluded to this at the end of a stream on Kick last night about Kick wagers. Like Phil is very, so he had a fucking mini boner about this potential idea. In fact, I mean, again, I can just show you. I'll show you guys. Fuck it, you know, it's easy to fucking show you guys. But Phil was like very excitable about this possible thing happening.
Right.
Shut up, bad man. So hold on. So we get to the outro.
How do I pay it out? I don't know.
So hold on, we need to go back a bit more.
Get the help. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we'll see what happens. But so far, I like it. I like the visuals. I like the gameplay mechanics.
Wait for it.
And I hope that you guys will join me for more of the playthrough as I continue to play it over the course of this week. Thank you for watching the first couple of hours of Doom Dark Ages. See you next time. All right.
YouTube mode off. Now here we go.
All right. Yes, guys. Good stuff, right? Good stream. Good music. All right. So we did it. We beat the first 2 stages. Please divvy out appropriately. I know that we have the mod there. Dunsfelter, did you divvy out the points? Or do I have to do it? How do I pay it out? I don't know how you pay it out. It's not on my screen. How do I pay out the wager? It's nowhere on my screen. It's not there. It's under the channel point menu. Here it is. The answer was yes. Choose outcome. Yes, I did beat it. Done. 84% of people voted, or 84% of people voted for yes. 31,481 points contributed. So whoever voted no, sadly, you lose. All right, the points have been divvied out. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Did you guys enjoy? Hope everyone enjoyed on both sides. I kick and on YouTube. We will do more of these wagers. We'll do one on the podcast tomorrow. We'll do one during Doom tomorrow. We'll do more wagers now. I like this. Okay, so let's get everything back to where it's supposed to be.
So there you go. Phil Burnell is a big fan of wagers on Kick now. He's very excitable about this. He's for some reason, he's very excited about the notion of wagers on Kick. You know, and what happened on the podcast as well, you know, so we got that to look forward to at some point today.
Someone is completely stupidly deaf. Someone tipped a buck and says, the only problem you have with season 2 of The Last of Us is the homophobic and trans story arcs. You sure you don't have a problem? I literally just said those are the things I don't have a problem with. I don't care that Ellie is gay. I don't care that there's a trans character at all. What I care about is that Ellie completely changed from the character.
Fuck off.
Thank you very much to Emma Royd for popping a 1 month bingo Barry message saying 220. Me.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
Cheers, Emma. Appreciate it.
I don't care that there's a trans character at all. What I care about is that Ellie completely changed from the character she was in season 1 to season 2. And she's a completely different, you know, style of personality and behavior. It doesn't fit the character from season 1, which means they hit a reboot button to push said agendas. Do you get it? And I don't like the pacing. It's in medias res, meaning the story starts in the middle, then goes back, then goes forward. It's too confusing. I don't like that there's 2 protagonists and you start with one, then you jump to the other, then you jump to the other. That's too confusing. Everything about it is wrong. From any kind of a writing perspective, it's wrong. It's confusing, it's jarbled, it's not entertaining, it's not rewarding, and the ending sucks ass too. Like everything, every step of the way, it's garbage. But everyone praised it because Ellie was gay, and there's a trans character, and Abby was a masculine woman. That was the other thing too. Oh, Ellie's kind of butch, and that's acceptable in today's society too. If you don't like that, oh, you're a bigot.
Someone just sent me $1 asking me what kind of man I'd be interested in dating. Well, 99% of the time I would say no one because I'm a straight heterosexual male who's also married. But John Stamos.
Obviously, guys, if we get some more support, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're 2 goals away from DSP Tries at Wingstop. My actual desire would be to do it tomorrow. I know raising $300 on this stream is like a big ask.
Well, that's unfair because, you know, Phil was saying, guys, I intend to be great to do it tomorrow. But they were his audience were so selfish yesterday. His audience selfishly gave him $300+ on that day stream to make him devour chicken at the end of that gameplay stream for the first stream. Poor Phil had no choice but to fucking devour food a day earlier than fucking preferred.
Ask it, it's not gonna happen. Alright? But I wanted to do it tomorrow. So let's hit the goal today in tonight's stream so we can do it tomorrow during the day stream, okay? But now I'm nervous. What happens if Game Pass is utterly busted and I can't play this game tonight? Right? Like, I don't even know what to do on the late stream in that case. That's gonna suck ass, and that's not my fault. I've paid extra to play the game early with you guys, and it seems like there's nothing I can really do. It's
okay. Well, okay. I don't know what to expect from today. If Phil mentions that he paid extra for Doom 3 times today, we get a free space. Phil said that time, and Phil said it like fucking 7, 8, 9 times yesterday. It was insane how often he reminded his fucking audience, I paid extra for this game, I paid extra for this fucking game. So if Phil says it 3 fucking times in a podcast, we get a free fucking space. Alright?
It's all messed up. Right? It just says play install, and it says that the Dark Ages campaign DLC installed, Divinity Skin Pack installed, Doomslayer skin installed, and Doom the Dark Ages, there's a play button, and when you click the play button, it just says not available yet. It unlocks at 5 p.m. So, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. It won't let me preload the game like it's supposed to. It seems fucked up.
Lol.
Broside Phil is asking, Phil is in his chat. He's definitely in his chat because the stream is, you know, is rolling. So he's definitely there. Plus, if we refresh the Kick ban list, then yeah, the bad man's definitely there because he's awake and banning people. Here's the latest kick bans, by the way, oh, for God's sake. House Tour 214, Part 4, 54. I hate that I know what frame this is in this video. I hate that I know that. Jesus Christ. Oh hell, if you know, you know. Obviously these are the latest. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, there's a screenshot on your Twitter, Steve. I wonder what will happen if I go to your fucking Twitter and see this screenshot, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Steve. He was like, you can take our peaches, but you can never take our freedom. Oh, hell, there's your frame. Walking on the beaches, staring at the peaches. Anyway, the rest of the kick ban list, you know, from there, obviously, we got 5 wage quits, 5 rage quits real. We have DSP Reactacax, Toe Walking to Tease Tomb, Jesus Christ. Linda's Corpse sold for Hogan's. Gamer Jesus X and DSP Chan Ha. What the? DSP Chan Hi Nani Gasuke Money. I don't know. I think I read that right. I'm not entirely sure. I read some of it right anyway. They were also banned by DSP. So there we fucking go. Those are the latest fucking tech bans. They're very, very fucking confusing to me. But excellent stuff indeed. Excellent fucking stuff. What the hell? Oh, Phil's awake. Shit. My bad. Okay. We'll put him on pause for now so we can build up some speed up juice. We'll just leave him right now. So we'll make sure we're on 1080p and make sure we're at 1.5 speed. And we'll just enjoy some more of his compilation by Snort Bonell before we start the bingo.
Ha! You called me fatty?
Shut up, fat boy.
What are you, fucking blind? Get the fuck out of here. Calling me fatty.
Silence, fatty.
Right. Nice try. Go watch someone else, bitch. But a lot of salt, definitely a lot of sodium flavor. It would be great to get some support on Kick. We're getting none right now. No subs on Kick. Let's get some subs on Kick today. All right? Cool. Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Gin is great. Habib has gifted 10 memberships to the community. You guys are going crazy with memberships today. You wild man. Well, Killdozer, you're obviously the MVP, man. Thank you so much. I mean, that's a whopping $90 of support right there. Is it a whale? It is a whale because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball. Shout out to Only Iced Coffee. Devour. I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Tastes great. Let's see how this is with ranch. Ready?
Devour.
That's really good. Wow.
I do apologize.
Oh. You know how to keep your mouth closed during a meal? My disgusting pig-like mouth. That's disgusting. Stop smacking your lips. You gross old fart.
And for the record, the size is quite good. On these boneless ones, these are not tiny.
The ranch is good. It's a little bit. Let's see what it is. If it's just plain ranch or what.
What? This is gonna sound so fucking dumb, but we don't really have it in UK probably. What the fuck is ranch? What is ranch? Like, I mean, I know it's not. I know it's not like fucking tartar sauce. It's not fucking like salad cream or mayonnaise. What the fuck is ranch? You know, like I just don't. What is it? Like, I've got some very, very different opinions. So Dajudan, when I asked what ranch was, Dajudan responded, it's ranch. Well, I can clear it up. Brookside says it's crack cocaine. You know? Yeah, UK does not have... Ranch is not a UK thing. Now, I'm not saying that there might be some available in the UK in some places, but it's not really very popular. It's not very You don't. It's not an option usually, right? Like if you eat at a restaurant, you won't be offered fucking ranch. You know, you go to like a fast food takeout, you know, fast food joint, you won't be offered ranch usually. You know. So it's just I don't understand what ranch is. Ranch is creamy goodness. You can make it. Go find an American style store and pick up a super expensive bottle of ranch. I don't know. The fox likes to pretend it's mayo. It's a watery, herby, bad mayo, says Reddit End. Herb spices, mayonnaise, buttermilk. I'm not that big on mayonnaise, you know, I'm not a big fan of mayonnaise. You know what I mean? So, but I know Americans fucking love ranch, you know what I mean? It's like one of the fucking go-to fucking staple dips to use for certain fucking foods, you know? I don't know. Broside fellas seen the future, hold on. I come from the future, pray for points at screen tray. I had a fucking feeling. And ranch goes with everything apparently, so does ketchup. Like I'm a bit of a ketchup main myself, you know. Ketchup also kind of goes with everything, you know. I would personally, so I would say I'd prefer ketchup over mayo, you know, mayo and ketchup over, well, ranch. I've never had. I mean, it's hard for me to. I don't want to dismiss ranch, but I've never had it. You know what I mean? But ketchup is definitely fucking the go-to dipping sauce or whatever. Hey, Ramon Sanchez, how you doing? Anyway, now that I've completely, you know, split the chat and opinions on whether ranch is worth having or not, and ketchup not just, let's get on with the compilation.
I think it's a buttermilk ranch. It tastes like very milky, very buttery. I think it's a buttermilk ranch, not just a standard ranch. Would I let a black guy named Tyrone clap my cheeks? Yes, yes.
By the way, I rubbed my face. Oh, look. Whoa. So, okay. FYI, I have this thing. If I eat certain spices and certain flavors, my face turns pink.
Okay, I can get. I got to correct you. The fox says brown sauce. Brown sauce goes on a roll and sauce. No. There is only one acceptable time you can have brown sauce, in my opinion. When you're having a roll with bacon in it, that is the only time ever to fucking use brown sauce. Brown sauce's purpose only exists for rolls and bacon, and nothing else. The whole point of brown sauce being a thing is to go on a fucking roll and bacon. It is not to be used for anything else ever. Only that. No other combination. I mean, obviously, I mean, if you want to fucking add, you know, as long as bacon's involved, it's the most important thing, you know. But yeah, that's the only time I have brown sauce, when I'm having a roll and bacon. Any other time, like I'm, you know, ketchup, whatever.
And this might be the first time you guys are experiencing it. It's something that happened when I was a kid. When I used to eat like sour candies and stuff, my face would break out. And I went to the dermatologist for it. And he said, it's fine. He says, don't worry about it. It seems to just be a color reaction in your skin.
Oh, so I didn't realise that. Ben Heck is asking brown sauce. Brown sauce, I guess ranch is American, and I guess brown sauce might be a British thing. Yeah. Did the Americans not understand what brown sauce is? Oh, how do you even fucking explain brown sauce to a fucking Yank? Jesus Christ, I don't even know. Jesus. Oh hell, it's like how do you explain it? Yeah, it's got that's a good way to describe it. It's got a spice in it, yeah. Brown sauce is steak sauce in America. I thought steak sauce was like barbecue or whatever, or fucking peppercorn or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, we're distracting ourselves massively with this kind of food talk. We're getting derailed massively.
It doesn't, you know, I'm not swelling. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not doing anything bad. It just makes my face pink. So it just went away. But it happens when I get like a burst of certain flavors, my face changes color. It's weird. So it's probably the spice, I would think. Okay.
My piss jar is full, but I need to leave the basement. What do I do? I don't want to leave the basement.
Louisiana rub, bone and wing.
Devour.
Oh. No. It's not good.
What the fuck? That was disgusting, dude. That was absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Disgusting pig of a human. It's way overcooked. I have to chew it way too much to even eat it, swallow it, because it's so chewy. All I can taste is salt. I don't taste...
I swear he says that on purpose. There's no way he fucking says that without realizing it's a fucking meme at his fucking point in time. All I can taste is salt.
Any notes of seasoning is just salty, salty, salty. Like, the value is good. I would say a 3 tender combo with a side and a drink for $11. That's good. That's a good value. A 20 wing
Wait. So he charges his fans $1,500 and he's like, I'm glad I paid $11 for this fucking meal. Isn't that a great return for your investment, audience?
combo for $16 is also a good value. So price, I can't knock them. Their prices are good. But it's the flavors, right? Like, if this was 20 wings and they were all amazing for $16, I'd be like, that's 4.75 out of 5. But they weren't all good. So obviously I can't do that, right? It's kind of a different thing. I can't really rate it like I normally would, right? It's not an individual product I'm rating. Immediately, as I sat down on the couch, I opened up my phone, all right? And I just went right to WWE Champion, my favorite pastime. And immediately I took all the support that you guys gave me on that stream last night, and I just went on a pull frenzy. It was pull after pull after pull.
The chat talked about a Discord server. It was mentioned by Lacey, Copium, and Apollo, so I'm essentially confused. There is no Discord server. It doesn't exist. I've never had a Discord server because I know that my trolls would ruin it for everyone.
So, a full disclosure, and I know what I'm talking about here because I was actually in it for a very brief spell. So, Phil wasn't in charge. Phil had a very briefly ran Discord server for his audience, but he had nothing to do with it. Someone set up in his, for him essentially, like someone in his, forums. So he's not essentially lying here about this particular thing. Someone else had set up a Discord server for his audience, and then people like me got in there, and I got removed from Discord because this is at a time when Phil was in between relationships when this was set up. Okay, so Leanna had left him, and I got banned in Phil's member Discord server thing by saying that Phil should just fucking get a Roomba to replace Leanna, and just because basically just fucking wants a maid, to kind of just clean up after him, you know what I mean? So why not just get a fucking Roomba, and just fucking be done with it, DoorDash and Roomba, and that'll fucking be him sorted, and set for the rest of his fucking days. And that was that didn't go down too well in Phil's little community, as you can imagine. I mean, Phil does admit here in this clip he has a moderator Discord server, but he never actually set up that briefly ran fan Discord from before.
It would be way too much of a liability where people would be exposed and or harassed and have people going after them for their Discord information, so I don't have one. No, it literally doesn't exist. It's fake. Whoever said that's full of shit. The only Discord that I ever have is just to talk to my moderators. That's it. I only have a moderator Discord. It's like just a few people. It's not even all of my moderators. It's only a few of them, like some of the longest running ones. That's it. And yet, do I use Discord? Of course I do. I use Discord to have people as guests on shows and to have business conversations, but I don't use it actively to talk to anyone, like a fan or anything like that. Just nonsense. Whoever told you that is full of baloney. Okay.
What they're showing is that there's a parry window. And as you can see, it's pretty wide for Hurt Me Plenty. I think I'd be okay with ultraviolence. I think so. What is this bullshit that's popping up? E.
So, spoiler alert, Phil chose that difficulty of his own volition. No one told him to play that difficulty level. Phil actually chose it all by himself. As the game went on, he complained to his audience, why did I fucking play this fucking difficulty level? And he hinted to his audience he might need to lower it. Watching Phil play this game was awful, because it was actually, you wouldn't think that people would camp in fucking a Doom game. But Phil decided to fucking turn the Doom game into some sort of camping simulator, where he just sits there and waits for enemies to come to him so he can shoot them.
By default, off by default. Okay, then leave it off. What a stupid thing. All right, let's go with this. Let's see. If it ends up being too hard, I can always make it easier. Okay. Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. Yes. Mmm.
Here's your weapon, Leo. Well, I want the shredder. Great. I don't know what happened. I guess I'm presuming that's annoying. Do you see what I mean about the damage? I don't like it at all. You just start taking random damage. You don't even know what hit you. And next thing you know, you're gonna be dead, and that's really fucking annoying. I don't like.
Basically, what you're saying is if there's more than one enemy on the screen at one time, you can't fucking handle it mentally. Like, the game is too complex for you because you can't handle more than one enemy on the screen at one time. And you lack the fucking mental faculties to fucking just kind of notice what's happening in several areas of the screen in front of you.
Like that at all, man. Look at that over there. Oh, look. Ready? Whoa, nice. Oh. I guess I wasn't supposed to fire. Where's my shield? Wait a minute, what's going on? I can't block with my shield. It doesn't work. I can't... Dude, right click isn't working. Right click isn't working. I can't... Look. Right click stopped working. What happened? I couldn't parry. I didn't do anything wrong. It won't parry. It's glitched. Look, right click does nothing. My shield is glitched. It doesn't work. I can't parry, so I can't do the tutorial. Look, right click does nothing. The game is glitched. Now it works. It was glitched. What a stupid thing, man.
$5 that fell was pressing the wrong button.
That was incredibly dumb. Now, dude, this is bullshit. I'm wasting all my life sigils because the tutorial was fucked. Wow, what a great game, huh? This is why I didn't... Look, I'm just gonna hit... This is why I didn't want to play it on this difficulty. It's fucked up. Day one problems. The
You chose the difficulty.
Shield's glitched. And I lose 2 auto revives because of it. Gee, thanks. Yeah, that was incredibly stupid.
Yeah, try me a visit. I need journalism difficulty.
Is there any way to, like, resume? Because that's bullshit. Restart map from checkpoint. Yeah, dude, because that was fucked up. I got stuck against the wall. That was complete bullshit. Tried to parry, nothing. Oh, this is bullshit. He's not even looking at me and he killed me? Get the fuck out of here, dude. No? What the hell? How do I do this? It seems like there's gotta be a way to get there, but you can't. I mean, it's not high enough there. And there's no other way to run and jump. I have no clue how you're supposed to do this.
I heard about this. So, it needs to go that way, but there's a whole lot of fire stopping him from progressing. So really, he's got to look around him and figure out a way to turn the fire off.
Yeah, someone said, is there a valve around? I don't see. Do you see those tubes going anywhere? No. Where is there a valve? What just happened? Did I just take damage?
It's right behind you. So if you go to the door, and you turn around, it's kind of right fucking behind you. It's pretty obvious if you can't just look around. But Phil's doing everywhere but looking in obvious spots.
It's out of nowhere. I am so lost. How am I supposed to do this? I can't jump up there. All I can do is go here. Am I supposed to do something here?
Parkour.
And none of these work. You can't jump across to any of these. It's an invisible wall.
Parkour.
I am losing it. I'm losing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is driving me nuts. I want the secret. Look how much is in there. I can't leave that. Look how much is in there. How am I supposed to get that open?
Help!
Literally by now, someone would have said something. No one has said anything in the chat. So I guess nobody knows. It's too early. The game's too new. No one knows how to get in there. Well, I guess I give up then. I hate giving up on something, but fuck it. I don't know what else to do. There's a valve in the door opposite the door of the flames. What? What? Since when do you do that in Doom? Oh my god.
Heaven fucking forbid it. Doom should do something fucking remotely new compared to the previous fucking games. Phil wanted a copy and paste game.
I can't do anything. I'm useless. I can't do anything of use to anyone right now.
Never a truer word's been said, you dick. Brian has a difference here. It says the contrast different game with Phil couldn't be bigger. Let's see now. Let's get a wee derail. Let's see the difference in quality of gameplay.
An incredibly strong New Jersey accent.
Hey, listen here, Doug.
Oh my God.
You think you're so smart? Think you know everything about Stanley Parable, huh?
I
Well,
know
we're
why.
gonna see about that in the Stanley Parable. There's this off-the-wall secret, right? It's buried so deep, only a couple of guys know about it. But in the game, there's an obscure Easter egg, an old-time audio clip hidden so good you'd think it was Jimmy Hoffa. But here's the catch: the audio clip ain't part of the game soundtrack. Nah.
So let me pause it right fucking now. Okay, just for a second. I've actually watched this video before, you know. It's like, if you've never seen, like, this is a guy streams and does content, guy called Dog, and this is like, he basically has, he sometimes like has these streams where he creates AI to challenge him playing games. Like this is basically an AI robot threatens him with trivia, and he's got to get the questions right, or he's got to like fucking restart the game or something, you know what I mean? So it's like very good in interactive streams or whatever. I mean, his audience get fucking very involved as well, not a shit, you know, all that crap. Yeah, good example, obviously, of somebody who very enjoys interacting with like audience. But yeah, I mean, I've seen this video before. So yeah, this is not new to me, this fucking video. But yeah, it's definitely a good video. Doug seems to fucking, he puts a lot of effort into his content or whatever in his craft, but he's somebody else who clearly enjoys the job, you know, enjoys the craft of being a YouTuber or whatever, content creator. And yeah, the AI stuff blows my mind, you know, the fact that you can fucking like play a game and have AI do some things to be very heavily involved. Is there things like he does like AI things where it's like involve the game, like he can be playing Skyrim, you know, and like the game, an AI will ask him questions in Skyrim, and if he gets it wrong, oh, it just spawns 10 enemies in Skyrim to try and kill him. Because he got the fucking question wrong. So things like that, you know what I mean, and the audience can get involved as well, and they can control the AI as well sometimes, not shit. It's just very good interactive stuff that they do sometimes, compared to Phil, of course, who just fucking just sits there and ignores his audience, whatever, unless he fucking needs help from them, you know what I mean? Aye, exactly, Brian. No, basically, Phil, so Doug's like, you know, his streams are essentially the viewers are as much of a part of content as Doug is, you know what I mean? Sometimes the viewers make it, you know, so aye. Good little derail for sure, but it's just Phil is fucking, you know, Phil could learn something from these other content creators, just saying.
Now, what a waste of space I am. I will say this, I do feel like me playing on the harder difficulty, I'm going to be very frustrated later in the game, and I may have to turn it down. Just to forewarn everyone, I may have to turn it down to the standard difficulty, because you can see you're getting cheap hit from things. I kill one guy literally in front of me.
You are already on the standard difficulty. Just saying.
But there's another guy behind him you can't see, and he shoots through, and you lose 80% of your health. What do you want me to do to that? And if they want a room literally full of enemies, I get it. but then make it fair. You can't just be shooting me through other enemies and I can't see, or, you know, they're hitting me from off screen, or what was really cheap, I killed an enemy. You could see the health floating in front of me, but it didn't absorb right away, so I died anyway. Make it so that when you kill the enemy, you immediately get the health.
That doesn't seem very realistic to me.
How do you think having sheltering or hover parents affected your growing up? You know, I don't know. I'm old now, you know. I'm freaking 38 years old. I don't really remember. Old bastard. Everything that happened back then. Besides that, I remember my parents were incredibly sheltering. Like, they were. Like, seriously, they were so protective of me that I didn't even get to, like, really go out and do stuff with friends on a consistent basis till I was, like, 18 years old when I told them.
What? I don't remember this. Phil wasn't allowed to, like, go out and do things with friends until he's a fucking actual adult. There's no way. What about no? I mean, what about all those stories though? Is at the arcade with friends playing like Street Fighter and all that shit? Fuck off. Oh, wasn't that mainly because his dad was there as well? I think that the times that he was allowed to go to the arcade when he was younger, like a fucking like younger teenager, he couldn't go himself and he fucking had to have like a parent there.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for a super chat who says ultra violent. What he started on is gamer standard. Hurt me plenty is filthy casual standard. I thought Phil was a gamer. Exactly. Phil doesn't understand that he's actually playing on the normal difficulty right now and it's still kicking his arse because Phil just fucking lacks the ability to fucking play video games at a semi-decent standard, I guess. I guess his brain just fucking turned to mush and he just fucking wants to just face tank everything or something, I don't know. It's awful.
I'm gonna do what I want. You gotta lay off because if you keep telling me no, I'm never gonna experience life. You gotta fucking stop with this. So, you know, they were super duper protective. I think the reason they were is because I had a cousin, Melissa, who lived with me, and she was the opposite. Like, she became a complete uncontrollable person who got into crime and got into drugs.
Yeah, what do you fucking find, Melissa? You think you would think that this is gonna sound a bit weird, but I'm just gonna say I'm surprised that we've not found out exactly who Melissa is yet, considering the fact that Phil Burnell has claimed and said that, you know, well, they had, going by Phil's narrative here, it sounds like Melissa has a criminal record. We also know that Melissa lived with Phil Burnell's family at some point in time. So would that information not lead you to find out, you'd be able to determine who, you know, because obviously, like, we know, like, I don't know. I'm just surprised that it's never been exposed yet who this Melissa person actually was, considering there's some, you know, that I don't know how that information, how readily available information is available to people who work in, like, law enforcement, for example, or fucking whatever. Oh wait, apparently she was found. She's a rehab coach now. That's fucking news to me. I mean, I didn't realise that fucking Melissa was actually fucking found. Oh, the questions you'd fucking like to ask her. Oh, Jesus, man. Well, fair play to her. She's doing well for herself, and it seems. I had no idea. The last I'd heard, you know, nobody fucking knew who she actually was. You know what I mean? There was ideas and the rumours or whatever, but there was no confirmation, like, who the fuck we were. But apparently Melissa has actually been fucking found, so there I can go. To me, just stunned me for the longest time, thinking, okay, we know all this information about them, but we still don't know who the fuck they are. Like, you know, like IRL, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, because Phil was usually quite vague about that kind of shit.
And I think when they saw this bad stuff she was getting into, they were terrified that I was going to slip into it too. And then tomorrow's daytime stream is more Doom the Dark Ages, major stream. So we'll have more. We'll probably beat at least 2 more stages, if not 3 tomorrow, depending on how long they are. We'll probably beat multiple stages tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Minecraft Chill, right? I believe so. My parents were being overprotective. I'll tell you why. Because they were having problems with their marriage. I know I've never really talked about this publicly before. I will right now. This is real and from the heart. They were having problems with their marriage at the time when I was in high school. They may or may not have cheated on each other. I don't know or care because it's not my fucking business and I don't give a shit what they did, right?
This is not our business either, but Phil's fucking sharing this information to the fucking internet. I can't, but I still can't believe fucking said this to the internet. You know what I mean? I'd like to believe that Phil was a fucking problem, and ever since he fucking left, that David and Linda were a lot happier. But they probably won't admit it, of course, but they're probably a lot fucking happier. The fact that Phil's gone and they're still together speaks volumes. You know, they didn't just fucking stay together for Philly Boy because Phil's long fucking gone, they're still together, so I can imagine that maybe the two of them, you know, maybe Phil was a problem after all. And him leaving brought them closer together. One more, so some people have actually never seen this clip here. I'll rewind it for full context.
Or I will right now. This is real and from the heart. They were having problems with their marriage at the time when I was in high school. They may or may not have cheated on each other. I don't know or care because it's not my fucking business and I don't give a shit what they did, right? But what they decided to do, they decided to put me in the middle of it and make me the center of the issue. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
I fucking love it too. I fucking, that's still the best ending ever, you know what I mean? Pretty much. He's always got the fucking best ending, good stuff. So that's just not been all compilation, good stuff indeed. Brosy Phil says, I know the prom bits. You mean, you talk about how the hot Latina wanted to ask him out or something to make other people jealous or something? Do you mean that prom bit? Is that the hot Latina story, Brosy Phil? Or is there something else? I don't know. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, the hot Latina story I've heard for sure. I think there is so many stories about Phil Bonnell. Sometimes I have heard these stories, but I just forget about them because there are so many bizarre cringe stories that fucking Phil has shared from over the years. And it just blows your fucking mind the way it fucking does. Anyway guys, it is time for some bingo, and obviously to play bingo we need to have a bingo number to generate our bingo card. So the first number in chat, the very first number in chat I see will be the bingo card number we use for today. So no pressure, but make it a thumping good one. The very first number in chat I saw was from Ulf the Arbalist, who says 220. What a number that is. So okay, 220, here we go. This is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following things. Sorry, but there's no camera point broadside Phil. That is what it is. But we do have these things. We need Phil to do siege mode, which is where he folds and crosses his arms. Him saying behind the scenes, something style, unique, and literally. The second row is Phil making a weird noise, him saying react, him snorting, him saying stress, and absolutely. The third row is Phil mocking his own chat, him bumping his microphone, him saying marathon, tired, and him laughing. The fourth row is all saying wow, him making an annoying T sound, him saying update, him chewing some water, and him messing about with RGBs or mentioning his RGBs, and finally, when you feel to say you guys, subs, Twitter or X, either him saying that or, you know, being on there, him discussing food in some capacity, and finally him using hateful slurs. That is today's bingo card we have for today's stream. Good stuff indeed. Now, of course, we actually have free spaces because we have 50 likes. So let me add that third free space to the stream. Good stuff indeed. Remember, our first two free spaces were because Broside, Sonny gifted 10 memberships to the channel before the stream went live, and the third free space was because we got 50 likes. Good stuff indeed. Variety of ways for us to get more free spaces, of course, but we need Phil to we need Phil to say and do the following, of course, to help us get free spaces. For example, if Phil sips, snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his shitty gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. For every 5 new or regional memberships we have to the bingo stream, we get a free space for that as well. And finally, of course, the best way for us to get free spaces, in my opinion, is if we get 50 likes, which we do have already, we get a free space. If we get 75 likes, we get another free space. And if we manage to get 100 likes in this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get free spaces for that, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on screen. So yeah, you guys are in full direct control. Some ways we can get free spaces. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him big little bitch that he is. And of course, one more way, of course, if Phil mentions Jade, we get a free space for that as well. Maybe we got a wee funny sound clip for it just to kind of confirm that free space. But we need Jade to show up. Jade has been absent from the day streams for a while now. Ever since Jade was yelled at by Phil a few days ago, Jade has nowhere to be seen. You know, it's quite. I mean, has anyone do you need a wellness check on Jade to make sure he's okay? I hope he comes back soon. You know what I mean? I like having him as a free space. But there we go. So I think I've covered all the bases when it comes to that stuff. There's a couple more things to go through, of course, but I'm going to let Phil explain that for me because, well, he's the best person to explain it.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy. Any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, Phil. Yeah, bug-eyed piece of shit for fucking explaining that for everyone. Excellent stuff indeed. Good stuff. So, yeah, and also, I mean, as Phil said, you know, you got to make sure you leave a comment on that community post. If you haven't yet left a comment on that community post, do it as soon as possible. There's a variety of ways for us to add some bingo prize for money. For example, every single Friday, we try and add some more bingo prize for money by completing very challenging marble maps. We pick 3 separate marble courses, 99% elimination fail. The more marbles we have, the more likely we are to complete one of those maps, because we just need 1 marble to finish those very challenging maps to add $10 to the bingo prize fund. As well as that, of course, full houses on the bingo cards also adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. A quarter of the income I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund too. And finally, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small those tips are, also goes right towards that bingo prize fund. So that is all the ways that bingo prize fund can build up over time. And at the end of the month, of course, when the month ends comes and we have our final bingo of that month, we end that stream with a marble race to determine who gets to win half of that bingo prize fund. It could be you. But you've got to put it, as the old saying goes, so get your fucking marble locked in if you've not yet done it. Now, there's only one more thing for me to do before we start the bingo, of course, and that's for me to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
A shout of spiders in the house. You don't pay rent! Fuck off!
Another fucking mucky Scottish sound. Come on, fucking go. Good stuff. And it's time for some bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
What is going on, everyone? Well, guess what? Today, we get to talk about Doom the Dark Ages.
Who fucking
Was it
cares?
good? Is it a crapshoot? Is it bad? Who knows? Well, you're going to find out because I'm going to talk about my first 2.5 hours of the game from last night's early premiere stream. Is AAA back? Well, let's see. Plus, on today's show, we'll be watching an exclusive teaser of Fallout, the TV series, Season 2, which now has a set release date. Plus, chill vibes and fun. All of this and more on today's awesome episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Who fucking cares? Let's just fucking skip ahead. Nothing ticked off so far. A little shame for that, but yeah, there we go.
Alrighty, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 13th of May, 2025. I'm DSP. It's the Level 1 Podcast right here on DSP Gaming, and I hope that you're in a good mood because today, I'm in a pretty good mood. After yesterday's late night stream of Doom the Dark Ages.
Phil's given like $500 yesterday, so no fucking wonder he's in a good fucking mood.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Had a great time with the premiere last night, despite the fact that getting the game to actually download and work was a chore, because apparently Bethesda or Microsoft or whoever runs Game Pass or whatever really botched it. Couldn't actually pre-download it. The pre-download was corrupted, so you had to end up re-downloading again a fresh new download after the fact. Then you had to try to get it to activate by downloading the other premium content, which would then unlock the content you were supposed to get. It was just a big mess, all right? But we got it working, and even with the drivers that I had to install and everything for my graphics card and the slightly late start because of it, we had a great time. Today we're going to talk about my initial impressions on Doom the Dark Ages. I'll just give you a little preview, all right? Already in the first 2 hours, I see this game being way better than Doom Eternal. I feel like they actually learned from the mistakes they made in that game and have dramatically improved, but we'll see. I guess some people disagree, which is kind of weird, but we'll talk about that today. Also, I want to talk about Fallout. You know, the new Fallout TV show, Season 2, is actually going to come out later this year, earlier than expected. I think a lot of people were expecting it to be like a 2-year wait between seasons, which is typical for a lot of these TV shows. But it's coming out this December, and a lot of people are getting hyped for it because this is the new Vegas season, where they're going to be going to, you know, Las Vegas, based on Fallout New Vegas. Only this is supposed to be canon in the storyline, and it's supposed to take place after. So are we going to get the actual canon ending of Fallout New Vegas in the new Fallout show? I think that's why a lot of people are excited for it. So we'll talk about all this stuff today. But first, we got something to talk about. We got to talk about new channel points wagers on Kick. That's right. If you're not aware, if you weren't here last night, you wouldn't.
But this does not involve money, so we can't count as a big, but it comes across as a big. But it doesn't involve money, so we can't count as a big.
Oh, but Kick has launched a new feature, a feature that used to be very prominent over on Twitch, and now Kick has it. So if you're a frequent Kick viewer and you've been earning up your channel points by watching me, we can now do wagers. What is a wager? Well, they call them a prediction on Kick, but it really is wagering your channel points. So for example, we can think of something, and then basically we can do a challenge for it and go from there. Here, you want to do it? Here, let's do it right now. So we'll do a quick prediction to show everyone in the Kick chat what I mean. So we'll have option 1 and option 2. Start a prediction, okay? We'll have it last 30 minutes. So what should the prediction be? How about...
Gao is a disease that makes him act like an ass. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce.
Will we finish talking about Doom by noon Pacific time? Yes or no? Start prediction. So...
Who fucking cares?
Oh, it's too long. It says must be between 1 and 45 characters long, so it's too long. All right, I had to shorten it. That's stupid. Okay. So, an error occurred while creating the prediction. Try again.
Great example, Phil.
Right off the bat, it doesn't work. Okay, let me try refreshing my screen.
I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. It was like Phil's an embezzler, and Phil
Who fucking cares?
And Phil's a drug dealer. So I'm having
Fuck you,
Fuck you, Phil!
This sucks. How do you fucking mute this asshole?
Right again.
possibly say about me, but because of who I am,
Okay.
people believe
So the wager currently over on Kick is, will we finish talking about Doom by noon? So that would be in 23 minutes. So what you do is you wager yes or no. Do you think that we'll finish talking about Doom by noon or not? And you wager a certain amount of points. At the end of the wager, which is 30 minutes, I basically pick a winner. Did we finish talking about Doom by noon or did we not? And then the points get handed out based on how you wagered. Okay, so we can do this for gameplay. For example, we could be like, hey, will Phil get 5 wins in the next, in the next set? Will Phil beat the next stage within 20 minutes? We could do these kind of wagers, and you guys can wager your channel points over on Kick. This was very, very successful on Twitch. People loved it, and we actually based entire streams around it. We had actually done a stream of me playing classic Super Mario Brothers. It was actually Super Mario 2, The Lost Levels, and challenging myself, will Phil beat the stage without dying once? Will Phil beat the stage within 30 seconds? And people would wager, and it was very, very popular. All right, so... FYI, if you're on Kick and you're earning channel points, definitely something more interesting to use them towards than just the silly highlighted messages, okay? So that's in effect. We'll start using it today. We'll try to think of creative ways to use that moving forward. So if you're on Kick, utilize it, all right? Very nice. Okay, everyone voted no. Well, we're going to start talking about Doom in just a sec. The only one thing I want to talk about before we talk about Doom is yesterday was a very successful day when it came to support, completely unexpectedly. Like, for example, on the first stream, it was Blueprints. And to be honest, I had 2 goals to hit to unlock DSP Tries It. Well, I didn't think we were going to be hitting any goals. I actually thought we weren't going to hit a goal for Blueprints, but that maybe we'd have a really heavily supported Doom premiere stream. And that we'd be doing DSP Tries It today for Wingstop. But the opposite, well, not really the opposite, but basically what happened was we were doing Blueprints and a lot of support came in. And we hit the first goal, and then it was actually a fellow streamer on Kick called Killdozer decided he wanted to earn all the channel badges. So he came in and he did a bunch of gifted subs, and then we hit 2 goals. So we ended up doing DSP Tries at Wingstop yesterday. If you didn't see it, it is live over on DSP Reacts. On Wingstop, I tried 4 different flavors of wings, including Cajun, Louisiana Dry Rub, Mango Habanero, and Hickory Barbecue. Plus, I got their fries that were seasoned. FYI, there was 1 bone-in, 2 boneless, and 1 tenders order. So it was a lot of different kinds of things that I tried. If you're interested in Wingstop or what I thought, go give it a look. It was a mix. To tell you, it wasn't all good. It wasn't all bad. Some of the stuff I actually really liked, and other stuff I didn't like at all. Okay? So go give it a look, and I hope that you enjoy DSP Tries It. Now, what's the next goal at 70 goals hit? Well, we have 2 options. Option number 1 would be Subway. We've been talking about Subway for a while. For years, I always rag on Subway and tell you guys I think it's terrible. The last time I actually ate Subway was 2017. So being that it's been 8 years, maybe something has changed. Maybe Subway is better. I know that they have a whole new menu. They start cutting their meat fresh now in the stores. So Subway could be an interesting one. I'd likely get 2 or 3 sandwiches and try them all. Like maybe a tuna and something with cold cuts, and then maybe one of the premium, like, like a cheesesteak or chicken, something like that, right? So we'll see. That's option number 1. Option number 2 would be to order takeout from an actual sit-down restaurant. So think like Red Robin or Applebee's or I'm trying to think of chains that are around here. There's a few chains around here that we could order from because I've never done anything like that before. It's always just been like fast food stuff. So a lot of these chains are actually trying to compete now with fast food because fast food's become so expensive. You could order from a place like, Red Robin or Applebee's. You could get a combo for like $20 that's way better food for the same price that you would pay for like McDonald's. So could be pretty interesting. Let's figure this out. We have a few days, obviously, to figure it out. We're now at 61 goals hit because last night during Doom, we did hit another support goal. So let's figure it out between now and then. But I think we should lock it in within the next 24 to 48 hours. But if we can get it determined by, say, early Thursday, then at least people will know what they're contributing to hit. And then we can start talking about what to get. I have no clue. Like, we went to Subway. I have no idea what to even get from there anymore because I don't even know what their menu is at this point. Right, Jasper? I know what he wants. He wants tuna. He told me he wants some tuna salad from Subway. Yes, Jasper, but if we get Applebee's, you can lick the riblets.
Shut
anyway,
the fuck up.
So, let's see. Now, let's talk about Doom the Dark Ages, my friends. Last night was the early premiere stream, meaning I paid extra money, $31.50 or something like that.
That is one. I said earlier on, if Phil mentions this simple fact 3 times, then we get a free space. There's fucking 1.
To unlock Doom 2 days early. Why? Well, I knew that there was a new fighting game coming out Friday, the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. I knew that we were going to want to continue playing the other games we're playing, and I'm like, let's get that early, gameplay of it in so we can get a good amount this week before we get into other stuff, right? I wanted to sink in several different streams of the game before we actually got to, say, the Capcom Fighting Collection this Friday. So how did it go? Well, first off, the game is running beautifully on my gaming PC. 0 complaints. I'm playing at 4K, 120 frames per second. Beautiful. Doesn't seem like there's any input delay or anything. Just looks gorgeous. I don't have any problems technically with it at all. I think that it was really, really good. So in that regard, playing it on PC seemed to be a good choice. Now, as for the controls, I'm now playing on keyboard and mouse. That's a first for me. I used to always play all the AAA games on pad, right? So playing on keyboard and mouse, there's definitely some advantages and some disadvantages. Okay, the advantages, well, you can turn faster. You can, aim more precisely, right? That's excellent. But keyboard and mouse has some detriments. For example, they want the E button, which is the button right, to the side of where you move forward with W, to be melee. Okay, that's easy enough. But then to the right of that is shield. And that's kind of hard to remember and or reach because it's kind of just slightly to the right of it. So
correct me if I'm wrong here. This is going to sound like an absurd kind of thing to suggest. Aren't PC games the sort of fucking... Can't you amend what button does what on PC? Like, the game is not forcing you to stick to these fucking options. You can remap what buttons do fucking what to make it more convenient for you, can't you? Especially on this new Doom game. So if you don't fucking like the buttons being there, rebind the fucking keys, you fucking idiot.
To do the shield toss, which is essential, you need to be doing shield tosses to break armor in this game. I'm not getting it all the time, and that's definitely kind of a handicap, okay? So, FYI, I do like the game running on PC, but I need to adjust to the control scheme. Definitely, I feel like I'll get better playing on keyboard and mouse the more I do it, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm just kind of starting out, and it's like kind of like...
God, I hope one of his fucking dents just asking why doesn't fucking rebind the controls if it's fucking too fiddly for him.
Slow adjustment, you know what I mean? I have been playing keyboard and mouse Call of Duty for several months, but that control scheme is different. For that, these stun grenades and things is to the left, the Q button, and then, yeah, the frag is to the right, but nothing uses the R button in Call of Duty, so again, it's like I gotta get used to this, using this button. Now, gameplay-wise, here's why I think Doom the Dark Ages is better than Doom Eternal. If you remember in Doom Eternal, they created this bizarre gameplay loop that was oddly not Doom-like at all. It was, well, first you have to earn health, then you have to earn armor, then you have to earn ammo, and then you have to build your rage meter, and then you just play the game in a giant circle like that. Use this thing to build up this, then use this combat ability to build up this, then use this to do this, and it just felt incredibly repetitive. It did not feel like Doom at all. It definitely felt like something different. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people did like that formula. They didn't have issue with it at all. They really enjoyed it. I personally didn't. I felt like it went too far from what Doom had always been. I played the original Doom 1 and 2. I played Doom 3. I played Doom 2016. And the game just felt like it was a spin-off or a different take rather than an actual major entry, official entry in the Doom series to me. But people seemed to love it. All right, so I guess I was in the minority. Most people said they loved Doom Eternal, right? So now, with Doom the Dark Ages, I'll be honest, are there some things that are more modernized that feel very different from classic Doom? Of course. The shield, parrying, and tossing the shield like Captain America, that's not very Doom-like, all right? But let me tell you, this feels a lot more like classic Doom than Eternal did. You no longer have to be worrying about, I have to constantly fill my health, then my armor, then my ammo, then my health, then my armor, then my ammo. Instead, you just focus on the enemies. You focus on what their weakness is. Some enemies have plasma shields that you need to destroy with the plasma gun and they blow up, it kills the whole group. Some enemies have armor you need to break with the shield by tossing it like Captain America. Some of them you have to do the shield charge. You bash them, it stuns them. Sometimes you have to hit them with a certain area or a certain weak point, and then you can do melee combos. I like it. Like, it feels better to me, and it feels more natural and more easy to get, and it feels more varied as well. Like, as I'm playing, there seems like it's just more to it than, say, Doom Eternal, where it was just, hey, whatever means necessary, get through it to just get your power-ups, okay? Now, I'll be honest, the plot so far, again, this weird space plot where the angels are aliens called the Martyrs, and they control the Space Marine. He's not the Space Marine, he's the Doom Slayer, the secret weapon, the Beast, they call him. And they've got him under this weird mind control, and he's going through space killing all the demons. But it's very apparent that during the course of the plot, he's going to break free from his control, and he's probably going to fight the Martyrs. Like, you could already tell. It's going to be pretty easy to predict. But man, I don't like the plot. And I don't think I'm going to. So how I'm going to actually approach this, all right, is very simple. I'm going to suspend my brain when the plot plays out. I'm going to say, I'm playing Doom, the Dark Ages, for that smash mouth, adrenaline fuel.
Hold on. So he's going to ignore the plot of the game, which is kind of like, you know, so... And also, he's going to suspend his brain. He's going to suspend his brain when the fucking plot points come up. So he's not going to fucking pay attention to the game and what you're doing in the fucking game. He's just going to fucking treat it like, oh, shoot enemy and kill enemy. This is the same guy that was fucking camping in rooms trying to funnel enemies towards him because he fucking turned Doom into a boring viewing experience for his audience.
Very good graphics, high octane, murder all demons gameplay. I want to be using cool guns, special abilities, just beating the living shit, chopping things up. That's what I'm playing it for. I'm not playing it to get the world's most riveting story. This is not an RPG, right? Thankfully. Because imagine if you had an RPG and the worst part was the story. I mean, that's Avowed in a nutshell. A game that had decent graphics, good gameplay aspects, and the story was ass, so who wants to play it? Not me. In this case, the story seems to be the weakest point, but I think that's okay, because I don't care about the story, I care about the gameplay elements, and the gameplay elements seem pretty darn sound, okay? By the way, is my camera in 60 frames? It is, right? I only asked because my camera had a firmware update this morning, and so I know that when firmware updates hit, sometimes they screw with the equipment. As you know, yesterday my mic didn't work right off the bat, so okay, seems like it's working fine, right? Looks good. They actually said that the camera will now have better contrast and color adjustments. So if things look better today color-wise, that's probably why. Okay. All right, so far, I really like Doom the Dark Ages. I'm looking forward to more. My only complaint is that, number one, I gotta get used to...
Wait, did Phil just say update there? I need to rewind it, I'm sorry, but did Phil say update there about his camera or whatever?
By the way, is my camera in 60 frames? It is, right? I only asked because my camera had a firmware update this morning.
He did say update, my bad. I completely missed him saying updates. This is why we rewind sometimes.
Burger.
Because I miss things sometimes. Guys, if I miss things, and you notice I miss something, please let me know. This is a team effort. We're trying to win bingo together here, so yeah. If I miss something on the bingo card, please by all means let me know.
Okay, seems like it's working fine, right? Looks good. They actually said that the camera will now have better contrast and color adjustments. So if things look better today color-wise, that's probably why. Okay. All right, so far, I really like Doom the Dark Ages. I'm looking forward to more. My only complaint is that, number one, I gotta get used to keyboard controls, and it is frustrating when I'm missing the button when I need to say toss the shield. It's frustrating. The other thing, there have been a couple issues. There was a game bug where my shield would not block, and I was in the tutorial of how to do a timed parry block, like if to time it perfectly to counter and you get like a counter hit, it wouldn't block at all. And I was saying to chat, what's going on? And someone said, oh yeah, that's a known bug. Throw the shield, and then it'll unstick. So I threw the shield, and then it started letting me block again. I was like, now that's a really bizarre bug. I mean, the shield is an essential part of the game, and it happened during the shield tutorial. And I ended up losing multiple revives, and I had to redo the whole scene because of it. It was a really stupid bug. I hope it doesn't happen again. In addition, all right, I decided to play on, what was it, Ultra Violence or something? So this is one step up from what they're considering the default. There's the Weakling Easy Mode. There's Hurt Me Plenty, which is supposed to be, okay, so you've played FPS games before, but you don't want to be too challenged. Then there's this Ultra Violence Mode. This is kind of like, for people who play FPS games regularly and are good at them, well, I play Call of Duty, but I don't play a lot of anything else. So honestly, I think it's gonna...
hold on, give me a second, Jill. Give me a wee second to try and find something, okay? So, what's this game called? Doom Dark Ages. Hold on 2 seconds.
This started about 10 years ago. I was depressed, I was an alcoholic. That was the start of my YouTube.
Hold on. I'm trying to find something here. Like,
that is for certain. It is certain.
Right, here we go. I was looking for an article here. Here we go. There's an article. I found an article online. Okay. This explains all Doom the Dark Ages difficulty settings and differences, okay? Aspiring Slayer. So what is it fills on? Ultra Violence. When playing on Doom the Dark Ages Ultra Violence difficulty setting, enemies are more aggressive and deal 2% damage. Wait, that's what fills on, isn't it? He's on the mid level. The parry window is a little smaller than it is on Hurt Me Plenty. And days duration drops to 75%. So if I was thinking of dropping to Hurt Me Plenty, which has a slightly smaller parry window than Aspiring Slayer and doesn't have enhanced targeting or empowered attacks enabled by default, Enemies are a bit more aggressive and will deal twice as much damage, and will also recover from being dazed a lot faster. Effectively, everything here is at a default setting. Fair play. So Game Rant says that Hurt Me Plenty is pretty much a default setting. Ultra Violence is like one brief step up. Nightmare at enemies deal 250% damage to players. Resource values are a little lower than they are in Ultra Violence. Then you got Pandemonium mode, which is the same as Nightmare, only running out of life sigils when will result in the player's run coming to an end. And Ultra Nightmare, of course, is like Pandemonium. Ultra Nightmare uses the same difficulty settings as Nightmare, with the main difference being that the player's run will end if they die even once. Jesus Christ, man. And of course, the simplest difficulty is Aspiring Slayer. It has the largest possible parry window, enhanced target and empowered attacks are enabled, which makes aiming much more forgiving and allows players to disrupt enemy attacks a lot more easily. Enemies will be less aggressive, their attacks will only deal 50% damage, and they'll remain dazed for 50% longer. Players will also get a lot more health, armor, and ammo when picking up resources. Why do I feel like Phil is going to probably want to have that mode enabled? That's going to do one he'll want more than anything else, I think.
Be a little bit more challenging for me, and the reason being, the enemies take ridiculous amounts of your health away with one hit. I'll give you an example. I had 70 health. Okay, 70. I'm walking through a room that looks absolutely empty. I guess there happened to be a tiny enemy at the other end of the room. It shot a single handgun bullet, and it was somehow perfect because I was moving, but it still hit me while I was moving from across the room, and I went from 78 health to like 18 health. So you're telling me the little peon dude who's meant to just be fodder takes 60 health out of your health bar each hit? And sometimes the game is ridiculously cheap. For example, I was fighting one of the imps. Now, the imps are slightly stronger. You have to hit them with a bunch of kind of bullet sponges, and then they blink so you can do the melee to finish them. So I'm fighting one imp, and it goes, oh, you know, it's blinking, it's weak, melee. Okay, I do the melee to I kill the imp. Literally, there is another imp standing directly behind that imp you could not see, and he just hits me right in the face and takes my whole health away. I'm like, well, what was I supposed to do? I was killing the imp in front of me. I was in a melee animation. There's no way I can move, and I can't see the enemy standing directly behind his butt. So, you know what I mean? And it seems like that's happening a lot, where enemies are just like teaming up against you in giant waves, and they just shoot you from off screen. They shoot you from behind. What are you supposed to do? You can't always at all times know where every enemy is. And even if you keep moving, the bullets track. I have noticed that the bullets actually track you as you're moving. So they're like homing bullets.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So I don't know if that's different on other difficulties or if there's modifiers or whatever, but for me, like, that's kind of ridiculous. So, and I'm only on stage 2. I just beat it. So now tonight we're starting chapter 3 out of 22, by the way. The game has 22 chapters. How hard is it going to be? If it gets so hard that I'm just getting destroyed, I might have to put it back to the standard difficulty. You know, for the stream, people wanted it a little bit tougher. I said, you know, there's a million difficulty settings in this one. I'd be willing to go one step up.
Interesting number.
To make it a little bit more interesting. But I really feel like this one is kind of like they're really trying to stack all odds against you, probably because there was just 2016 and Eternal. So they're thinking, oh, you're a hardcore player of Doom. You're going to be kicking ass because you play this all the time. Well, I don't. You know, I played Eternal once. I didn't even like it. So, you know, I'm not used to this. It might be a little bit too much. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I want to keep going for now and see if I can beat this mode or not. If not, if I have to downgrade it, I will. I would like to not, but we'll see. I mean, we're only on stage 2, and it just seems like the odds are crazy against you. Okay. So I hope that we don't have repeated, you know, issues with game bugs. And certainly I hope that the difficulty doesn't get too tough. All right. But outside of that, I really like it. All right. So today it's the daytime stream. Let's see how far we get in around 2.5+ hours of gameplay. You know, based on that and how it goes, that's going to determine how much more we play it this week. I have another stream set for Wednesday night. And on Thursday, it's a maybe if I'm going to play it on Thursday or not. And also Friday. So if we all really like it, I'll continue to play it regularly all week. We do it every day. Maybe we don't want to do it every day because it might get too played out. I don't know, right? Let's see. Let's play it by ear. But the thing is, that's how the week's laid out. I could play it every day if I want. The thing is that Capcom Fighting Collection 2 comes out on Friday, and if you're not aware, the game has a ridiculous amount of games in it. Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, Rival Schools United by Fate, Capcom Fighting Evolution, Power Stone 1 and 2, and Plasma Sword.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Now, out of those, admittedly, I'm probably only more interested in CVS 2 and Alpha 3. That's probably the 2 I'm going to play the most of because those are the big competitive games. The others aren't as competitive, but I still want to mess with them. It's like, damn, that's like a ton of content in that game. So I'm probably going to want to play it all day on Friday. We're going to jump it around. We'll probably play, we'll do some Alpha, we'll jump to another game, we'll play some CVS, we'll do another game, you know, we'll jump all around it. So with that being said, maybe I want to play Doom every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then give it a break on Friday and maybe come back to it on Sunday because I'm off on Saturday, right? Okay, so by all means, please let me know your thoughts on Doom. And by the way, one final thing about Doom.
So I've got a question for you, Phil. This fighting game that's coming out on Friday, why are you playing it? I just have the impression his fans won't really care for it. It's not like it's a fucking brand new fighting game, is it? No, it's like it's like some big collection of older fighting games in one big bundle, you know. It'll be good for the fucking nostalgia folk, you know what I mean? And Phil was also part of that because he knows some of those fucking games, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's a dumb move on his part as a fucking variety content creator. You know, it might do okay for like a couple of streams, maybe, with guys like fucking, you know, what's the fucking shit? What's the guy that fucking loves fucking fighting games? What's that fucking deadhead again that fucking loves giving him tons of money for fighting games? I can't mind. Shit, his name's gone up my fucking head. The guy who wanted to fucking buy a new car but had to give Phil $1,000 instead because he fucking played Street Fighter or something. What's his fucking name? Jax, that's it, Jax Rax, so that's a fucking name, Jax Rax, like, that's the fucking bastard, aye. He might come back and give Phil a huge amount of money and then fuck off again, aye. That's why Phil's gonna fucking play it.
I apologize because last night, my OBS software crashed. Apparently, I've been having these memory issues with OBS. If I don't restart my PC regularly, OBS seems to overload the memory, and then I have to restart the PC, and then it's good again for like another week, okay? So, it overloaded last night, which made...
So, Phil never turns off his computer unless it forces him to once a week. Unless he is forced to fucking restart a PC, he leaves that sumbitch on 24/7, running non-stop.
My whole OBS crashed, which meant that the video was kind of corrupted, but not really. But what happened was when I uploaded it to YouTube, it took hours upon hours for YouTube to process it. So part 1 went live last night at like midnight, and part 2 didn't go live till like 3, 4 in the morning. So a lot of people haven't seen it yet. It is the highlighted video on my channel. I hope that you'll check it out. The game is good, and I'm really enjoying it. So give it a look. And good stuff, okay?
Cares?
All right, that is it. I'm done talking about Doom. So actually, guys, I did finish the Doom discussion by noon. So, will we finish Doom discussion by 12 p.m.? Yes, we did. Choose the outcome. Yes. So, holy crap, a lot of people just lost a lot of channel points because 10,700 were wagered for no, and only 1,500 were wagered for yes.
Who fucking cares?
So, someone just made out like a crazy bandit on Kick who just won all those channel points. Now, do you see how the wagers work on Kick? You have no idea how to predict how they're going to go. I didn't know if I was going to finish talking about Doom by noon. I had no idea. And we did it by 3 minutes. So, a lot of people just lost a lot of channel points, and some people just earned a ton of channel points. Okay? Cool. All right, how about this? We'll do another one. Let's do another wager.
Cares?
Okay? So this wager,
I've got a few on this one's going to be relating to money.
Let's see.
Go on, Phil. Make a bit of money. Make a bit of money.
Let's see. How to do it.
Make a bit of money. I dare you. I double dare you.
All right, how about... Let's do this one.
Please let me be right. Please let me be right. Go on, Phil. Let your greed consume you.
If you are watching his shows and you're paying his bills,
okay,
you're a fucking loser. You should not support this guy. He had an opportunity to make.
All right, so this one is: will I raise $50 of support?
I knew it. Jesus Christ! I fucking knew it. How did I know? How did I fucking know? You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rewind it so I can count all that typing as a beg. Phil had to type that out to his kick chat. That's a big, massive fucking beg. How did I fucking know? Oh, hell.
Let's do this one.
And so the beg counter starts because he's typing. The beg counter starts here. Because he's typing, he's wagering, he combines wagering and begging. How the fuck did I know? Is he that predictable? Is he really that fucking predictable? God damn it. Jesus Christ.
All right, so this one is, will I raise $50 of support on this stream by 12:30 p.m. Pacific time? So 30 minutes from now. Nope. Place your bets. Will we get $50 by 12:30 or not? Place your bets. All right, well, let's continue. So let's do some shout outs to do. All right, let's start off here with tips because we had a few tips kind of sitting here. We start off today with a $2 tip. Oh, man. So someone tipped $2. This is an anonymous $2 tip. Someone suggested this one before, and I'm like, all right, so here it is. Let's put it on the leaderboard first. So this person says, idea for DSP tries at reward, you should eat MREs. They're easy to get online, and your unique food review style will lend well to a type of food not many people have thought to try a review. Could be a nice way to respect the troops this coming Memorial Day. Well, the thing is about MREs, right? I forget what it stands for. I used to know. I forgot. Essentially what it's supposed to be is like a battle-ready kit, right? Something that you would be eating in the field if you were actually deployed out on a military mission. So it's supposed to have food that doesn't need to be cooked, food that's easily prepared. Just open it up in a can, pop it in your mouth, squeeze it from a tube, drink it quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing about it, though. All right. Number one, they're not supposed to be something that you eat all the time. This is supposed to be for a soldier out there in the field who needs a fast protein and energy boost. So they're not even necessarily healthy for you. They're not supposed to be. They're just supposed to be providing you essential nutrients in a combat situation, right? So that's number one. Number two, not all of them are very good. Some of them apparently are. Like people said, they actually don't taste that bad. But like, I'm 43 years old. The idea
I don't care
here is that I'm trying to stay fit and not gain weight and not eat unhealthy things full of sodium and preservatives and things like that.
Are you fucking kidding me on? The guy that fucking literally has had to rule out fucking fast food burger joints and chicken fucking fried chicken joints because he's ran out of them. He's actually fucking upgrading to fucking like, oh, I'm going to start dining out, doing DSP tries it for places where you usually sit and eat from. He's in fucking stuff in his face with fucking McDonald's and Popeyes and fucking pizza places and burger places and chicken wing stops and all that shit. And now he's fucking turning to his audience and says, I can't have this fucking military ration kit thing because I'm trying to be healthy. And I can't order it. These ration kits are for fucking soldiers. If I order one, a soldier might not get one filled. They wouldn't be fucking selling them online to the general public if they didn't fucking have enough of these available just to fucking give out to normal citizens like you and me. You know? Again, you're not a fucking normal citizen, are you, Phil? But Jesus Christ, man. He just doesn't want to try it because he doesn't think it'd be a treat for him. He doesn't think he would enjoy it, and he doesn't fucking want. He doesn't care about trying it. He knows he's not going to enjoy it as much as he would enjoy like a burger or whatever.
Now, certainly I'm not saying that when I do DSP Tries It, I'm eating health food, right? But DSP Tries It is essentially kind of my cheat meal for the week. Every other day I eat healthy. For example, today for dinner, we're either going to have tomato soup with a side salad, or we're going to have turkey tacos.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay? Later on in the week, we're having, God, what are we having? I know we got white meat chicken. No. We got some kind of chicken my wife is going to slow cook and put in something. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything is lean, healthy. That's what I eat.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
My DSP Tries It meal is my cheat meal for the week, essentially. And the whole point here is that I'm eating a meal that's my dinner, right? If I get an MRE, I don't even know if I'm going to like it. Now, imagine I get an MRE and I think it's disgusting. Well, that's my dinner. You see? I have to eat it or else I'm not eating.
What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you guys? He doesn't want to fucking get it in case he doesn't like it. Isn't that the whole premise of DSP Tries It? Because you're fucking sometimes ordering food you don't know if you're going to fucking like or not. Ask the king. It's him ordering fucking... No. Sorry. Feasting with the king. It's him ordering things he knows he's going to fucking enjoy. DSP Tries It is about fucking trying to... The whole premise of DSP Tries It was him branching out, trying things he's not tried before from various different places. And someone suggests to him to try this and feels like, I don't know if I'm going to like that. That was literally the whole point of DSP Tries It. For him to try these different foods. Phil was confusing what feasting with a king is when he's ordering things he knows he's going to enjoy.
Right? I'm not going to have multiple backup meals in the house. So just in case the MRE is disgusting and I don't like it, I have another meal that I can make behind the scenes and eat. That's not the point. When I do DSP Tries It, even if I don't like the food, I typically still eat enough of it to have a meal. It's not that it's inedible slop that's going to make me sick. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, but I don't think that MREs really fit the idea of DSP Tries It. Do you say? Like,
personally, I think it's a fucking fantastic idea. I mean, I think it'd be a very appropriate fucking thing for Phil to try. It's not going to be bad for him because fucking soldiers use it to fucking eat. You know, it keeps our soldiers, you know, going on the front line.
DSP Tries It supposed to be, here's food, real food you can get from somewhere that it's a taste test, but it's also a meal. You know what I mean? What's Jasper doing over there? Jasper's doing something near my Switch.
Who fucking cares?
Bite the fucking wires. Go on, bite the fucking wires.
Attacking a wire or something. Hold on, I want to see what he's doing. Give me a second, I want to see what he's attacking.
Jeez, seriously.
Who fucking cares?
That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
Honestly, nothing too interesting. He's down, he's on the floor attacking a wire that's just coming out of the back of my Switch, because remember I used my Switch for Paper Mario this last week? Yeah, that's all. Nothing special. Okay, so, yeah, let me put it this way. I won't eliminate MREs entirely, but I'm just not too interested in them. Like, I feel like other things would be more interesting. Like, for example, People said, what do you want to do? Multiple drinks compared against each other, right? Or multiple beers, multiple liquors, multiple sodas. That's a little more interesting to me, as opposed to an MRE. Like, and plus, I'll be honest, MREs are kind of played out. Like, everyone has done them. I know there's entire channels on YouTube that does this crap. And it's like, do I really want to do that?
Well, there's also tons of fucking channels on YouTube that fucking stuff their faces full of fucking burgers and chicken and all that shit. Doesn't stop you from fucking doing that, does it? Oh, your excuses are fucking pathetic. Just be fucking genuine with fucking honest. For once in your fucking miserable wee fucking life, just be fucking honest with your audience. Just tell them, look, it sounds interesting, but I don't think I'm going to enjoy it, so fuck you. I'm going to fucking stick to fucking ordering things I know I'm going to fucking devour, because I devour that shit usually every day anyway.
At least in the case of DSP Tries It, this is something that I was innovating back in the day. And by me doing it today, I'm just kind of continuing that legacy. I get—
Fuck off, you didn't fucking invent stuff in your face for fucking fast food on the internet. You did not fucking invent that shit, Phil.
that there's people who do it who are way more popular than me. They have entire channels based around it, entire businesses based around it. But for me, it's something that's a legacy piece of content. I used to do it over 10 years ago, right? So anyway, we'll consider it. I don't know if I really want to do it. If anyone is interested in MREs, let me know. I haven't really heard many people really talk about it.
You're talking, Brian, about the Star Bar. I remember, yeah, so that's still the same price, by the way. Free course, you can get a 3-course meal in this Glasgow pub called a Star Bar for like it's like £4 or £4.50 or something. That's crazy money. Yeah, I think it's like £4. I don't even think it's like £4.50, it's £4, yeah. That same guy, according to Brian, recently did a USA trip. If a UK style guy has done the USA chains, why does Phil? That's a good point. That's a very fucking good point. Yeah, Phil. That's what I'm saying. Phil's pretending to fucking be the innovator of it all. Fuck off. It's just unbelievable. Like I was making gameplay content before Phil did. I've been making gameplay fucking videos on the internet since like fucking the mid 2000s. That predates Phil. Am I an innovator? No, I'm not. I was doing this shit before Phil was.
Like that as a suggestion, but I'm open to suggestions. So let's see if people have any ideas. Okay. Next contribution.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about the free space because of the fucking you know. I forgot to count that free space for him snorting and burping and having sips and all that jazz. I completely forgot about that. So guys, so we're doing very well so far for free spaces, guys. You know, we got a free space for the memberships that are on the gifted memberships. You know, 10 memberships given at the start of the stream. We got a free space as well for 50 likes, and we got a free space for the snorts and sips and burps and all that. So there we go. So yeah, and apparently we're getting closer and closer to 75 likes. If we get 75 likes, we get another free space. And they all add up and they all count in the end, you know what I mean? So currently as things stand, we have 4 free spaces, which means that we are 1, 2, 3, we're 6 away from a full house, I believe, as things stand.
Okay, so Ever Cowboy fan, $1 tip says, I'm hoping to get back to Subway. And can I check out my my DMs? Yes, when I get a chance. Again, I very rarely have time to really read a bunch of stuff, but okay. So as for Subway.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, DMs is a Twitter reference.
Burger.
So I'm taking off Twitter because that's a reference to his Twitter. So there we go. And also that the current popular theory is that guy, Eva Cowboy fan, is Derek. That is the current theory right now. Kind of curious to see. I mean, it's possible, of course, it's possible, but who knows? Someone just asked Phil in his kick chat what distinguishes him from other content creators. Oh, God almighty. I mean, he's probably going to ignore it, to be honest. I mean, either that or he's just going to fucking say he's like, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, that's the one thing Phil has on most other content creators, his longevity. It's not about the fucking quality of the fucking content, however, it's about the time he's been doing it. It's not really much of a fucking brag though, to be honest. Like, a lot of content creators have come after Phil, been far more successful than him, and managed to fucking retire and just fucking live off on their fucking success from YouTube. And meanwhile, he's still here doing it, not because he fucking loves doing it, because he can't do anything else. Like, I mean, Phil, this is Phil's personal fucking private purgatory. He is trapped doing this. And that's one of the reasons why, because he fucking prioritised quantity over quality. That's one of the fucking many reasons why Phil is trapped in perpetuity, fucking doing the same shit time after time after time after time again. It's a hell he's created all by himself. But you'll blame the whole world for.
It's a major consideration because, again, I haven't had Subway in 7 years? 8 years? 8 years. Yeah, 2017 was the last time that I actually ate Subway. So it would be interesting to try it again, but you know, it just wasn't good back then. It was terrible, quite frankly. I felt like the quality, I mean, they weren't ever really good anyway, but the quality had dipped so, It's a bug. Jasper's got a tiny bug. Looks like a spider. You gonna eat it? He's gonna eat the spider.
Who fucking
Jasper's
cares?
eating the spider. Go ahead, Jasper. Did you eat it? It's a tiny spider. Hold on. He ate it.
Jesus Christ.
Jasper found a tiny spider and he ate it. He slurped it up as a snack. There you go. All right. That's one of the benefits of having a cat. I used to have bad spiders in this house, okay? Out here, we have these spiders. They're called the wolf spider. Now, they start off very small, but they're very dark black. If you let them grow, they can get like this big. They're big black spiders, okay? But we almost...
Let's be honest here. Phil fears them not because they're fucking spiders, but because they're big and they're black.
never see them because Jasper seeks them out when they're young and he eats them all. He eats all the spiders in the house. So very rarely would we see a large spider anymore. So, good job, Jasper. Good job. You can always eat the spiders. There you go. All right. Okay. I got completely distracted. Oh, we were talking about Subway, right? Yeah. So I hadn't had Subway in like 8 years. And I've heard that Subway redesigned their menu. That now they have a different menu. That now they have fresh cut meats. They redid their chicken entirely because everyone complained their chicken was completely flavorless. Me too. I think it was terrible. So apparently they've redone it all. And apparently people are saying it actually is fresher and tastes better now. So maybe this would be good. Maybe I'll get like 3 staples. Maybe I'll get like a tuna. And then I'll get something with cold cuts. You know, I don't know if it'll be a cold cut combo or something. And then maybe I'll get one of the specialty sandwiches. It'll be like a triple taste test. Try them all against each other. We could do that. Okay. All right, now continuing on. I received a $5 tip from Anonymous. Okay. Anonymous $5 tip. We're up to $8 of support so far this morning. Okay. Create a custom badge on Kick called the Badge of Shame. Gifting 10 subs will allow the purchaser to apply the badge on someone in chat. If that person wants to remove the badge of shame, they would have to pay 10 subs or more. I think it would be hilarious, and Kick Chat is already used to toxicity. I wish Kick would have more things like that. They don't. You can't. There's no custom badges on Kick at all besides the subscriber badges. The VIP and OG badges Kick made themselves, and you can't edit them. So you're basically stuck with just those 2 badges and whatever your subscriber badge is, and that's it. I would love to design special custom badges. They don't have that on Kick. They do have that on Twitch. They used to have that, and I had those custom badges, but it's just not available. Just like the same thing that we've been talking about with channel points. I would love for there to be the ability to unlock special emotes or give a special badge out for people who accrue a bunch of channel points. But yeah, it doesn't work. They don't have it. So maybe eventually, I mean, since they just added the wager/predictions, perhaps they will be adding more of these features, in which case I would love to use them. I think that the Kick Chat will become more and more entertaining the more that they add. Right now, I think these wagers, we're going to get them in place, figure out how to use them regularly. I think people are really going to like them. So let's see. Okay, on the YouTube side of things, first of all, we have John with a 34-month notification. 34 months as a member. Thank you so much, John, obviously, for your ongoing support as a member.
Who fucking cares?
And let's see here. So John says, got some good releases this month. Elden Ring 2. Yeah, I will say this month is a great month, right? Right now, think about the lineup of games that we're playing. Blueprints, a game that we've been playing for a month. We're over 20 hours in. The game's absolutely outstanding and keeps getting better with the more mysteries and things that we unravel. The game is way more complex than it ever appeared to be at surface level. Amazing game. Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Outstanding turn-based RPG. Completely unique story, amazing graphics, great gameplay elements, great soundtrack. A game that is resonating on all levels, right? Minecraft. Now, I mean, this isn't a new game, but Minecraft has been a game that has stood the test of time. It's tried and true great, so I'm very happy to be playing Minecraft. American Truck Simulator. Well, we've only played it once, but it seems to be a pretty solid, chill, and fun game where I'm able to relax and talk with you guys, have a White Claw or 2 as we shoot the shit, and I drive a truck around. It's pretty chill fun, right? Now we have Doom the Dark Ages, which so far, Doom the Dark Ages appears to be really good, right? It seems to be a very good game. Actual AAA game that may live up to expectations or maybe exceed them, which is a rare thing in this day and age. Usually these AAA games disappoint. This one actually looks like it's pretty good. And now this Friday, we've got Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which I hope runs well on PC. I hope we'll be able to find matches and have a good time with these classic fighting games that are good, great games. I can't wait to play them and have a good time with that. So yeah, we've got a great lineup. And remember, a week from Friday, it's Onimusha 2 HD coming out. And then remember after that, at the end of the month, we got Elden Ring Night Rain. So we got a lot of good high-profile, good stuff this month. A very, very solid gaming month. Excellent. And I think June will continue with more of this, especially because of the launch of the Switch 2 and because of things like Summer Game Fest, the Xbox event, etc. Okay? Cool. We have received the first super chat of the day from Gabriel the Blessed, $2. And he says, itching for a DSP Resident Evil playthrough. Well, if you don't remember, back in the fall, there was a Humble Bundle sale. And it included Resident Evil 1 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now, I say Resident Evil 1 Remake, I mean the original one. Resident Evil 2 Remake, which was the modern one. Resident Evil 3 Remake, which is the modern one. Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I think, did it have Village? Let me look. I'm trying to remember. I think it had 5 as well. Let me look because I got them all in my Steam library. So it's Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil.
I'm just cringing at Phil's like kick bot going mental in his own fucking kick chat. The current goal was to hit 60 total goals to show the DSP tries it Wingstop. But Phil, you need to update our fucking kick bot crap. And even right before that. Even right fucking before that. A great way to support my stream is to leave a tip. Please send any tips directly via PayPal here and receive a shout out and an animation. Well, to be fair, this is Dent filtering Phil's stream, activating these fucking commands on his fucking stream. Right, fuck, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? Who cares, Phil? You're boring everyone to fucking tears here.
So it's Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil 4 the original from 2005, not the remake, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6,
Who fucking cares?
and Resident Evil 7. And Resident Evil Revelations, Resident Evil Revelations 2, and Resident Evil Village. Yeah. Like, it basically was every Resident Evil game, okay? So I have them all, and I could play them whenever you want, you know, depending on timing or whatever. Like, we could do a throwback of a classic, or we could do one of the more modern ones a second time. Yeah, I have them all on PC. So that was a crazy humble bundle, and maybe we will do one at some point. I know right now, what I would say is, there's no survival horror going on at all, right? And there is none. Like, if you look at this year, I don't think there's a single survival horror game slated for 2025. That sucks. I love survival horror. So hopefully we'll have some coming back, right? Hopefully. We'll see. Okay. Maybe it's something to think about for the fall, right? For like October-ish. Just play some horror games, toss them in, and balance them with the other new releases. Okay. So thank you, Gabriel. All right. I got another dollar tip from Ava Cowboy fan. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about that.
See, this is what I think Ava Cowboy fan is not Derek. Derek never tipped Phil unless it was with his fucking mother's credit card. But this is what I think. Ava Cowboy fan, did it have Derek vibes? Absolutely. Are they Derek? Well, no, because this one seems to fucking give Phil money. And that's something that Derek didn't really fucking seem to ever fucking do, aside from the time when he stole his mama's credit card to fucking debt. Even when Derek fucking grew up, whatever, and fucking got his own fucking, like, you know, he's like working part-time or shit, he never gave Phil money. But he turned up, not shit, he turned up to his streams and support, not just, you know, well being an openly fucking, you know, porn-loving enthusiast and Twitter and all shit, but Derek still, all that time before Phil banned him anyway, never seemed to give him money. Unless it was like some sneaky behind-the-scenes donations or whatever, I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about that. He's talking about something that happened in chat last night. It went right over my head. I gotta read up on it. I don't even know. I didn't even see it.
No, sorry. So he has to bump the microphone directly. I mean, you say if DSP bumps the table with his leg and the mic wobbles, nah. I'm just like, the microphone wobbling doesn't count. Even when Phil jiggles his fucking leg, the mic wobbles. When he bounced his fucking leg with his restless leg syndrome, restless leg syndrome, that wobbles his microphone. But he basically has to fucking hit it directly for it to count.
I was playing Doom. So let's see. What's my favorite classic and modern 3D Zelda game and why? My favorite classic Zelda is Link to the Past. That was the actual first Zelda game I ever played. I had seen people play Zelda 1 and 2, but I never played them because I really didn't get heavily into the Nintendo generation until I had my Super NES. So Link to the Past is the first major Zelda game I ever played. I played it so many times. I absolutely loved it. So Link to the Past for sure. 3D Zelda game is a tough question because when I played Ocarina of Time on the N64, I actually didn't like it. Okay, I did not enjoy it. And then I came back to Zelda years later as a YouTuber. Like the first Zelda I played in ages was Skyward Sword. Then I ended up going back and playing Wind Waker HD. Then I ended up playing Twilight Princess HD. Then I played the more modern Zeldas like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So it's actually a tough question. I don't know out of the 3D Zeldas which one it would be the best. Oh, I also played Majora's Mask. I forgot. I did play Majora's Mask eventually too. So I ended up catching up and playing all the console Zeldas. I never played the handheld ones. I know there's like Four Swords Adventures and Minish Cap, or is it Minish Cap? I don't know.
What the fuck happened? Why? I'm so confused what happened to this message here. It's like it didn't load the fucking avatar properly, so it's fucking extended the message. You know, like this thing here. Mortarian B. It seems to have an avatar that's broken on Raw Phil stream anyway, so it just fucking pushes the message to the fucking void. Why can you play Doom but not Fear and Hunger? He won't answer that. Also, there's a new retro survival horror game called The Labyrinth for the Demon King released today, says Fed Roger. Like Phil's gonna fucking pay attention to current gaming releases.
You know, and there's Phantom Hourglass and Phantom Train and the other ones. Like, I didn't play many or any of those, okay?
We have one more free space because Phil just had a sip there, which also gets us 20. That's 20 now. on the sip, snorts and burps counter. Good stuff indeed. Also, Ken the boss in Phil's YouTube chat is accusing Katya and Kokichi of being the exact same account. You literally both messaged me like the same thing, Lamal. What a surprise, there's sock accounts on fucking Phil's YouTube chat.
No, I can't really say, but are the ones recently? Man. See, Skyward Sword was a great game, except the motion controls killed it on Wii. They really did. Like, it was a sound game, good, interesting plot, good mechanics, but the Wii controls sucked ass and actually made the game very annoying because you had to use the Wiimotes, okay? You know what? How about this? Wind Waker. Seriously, Wind Waker HD. I remember when I played Wind Waker HD with you guys. All right, it was live on stream, and it was a fun-ass experience because I never played it before. The soundtrack of that game is outstanding. I actually like the cel-shaded graphics. I'm gonna say Wind Waker. There you go. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Currently, we are at, what are we, $11? I'm not even paying attention. Let's see, King's Tax. We're at $11. So, guys, if you enjoy the stream today, if you're liking the podcast, please support it. Everything is appreciated. Super chats and memberships on YouTube, subs on Kick, and of course tips between the two. It sure would be great to get some more subs on Kick. As I've told you guys, sadly, on Kick, things are way down. I lost something like 3...
You just got like fucking like 28 yesterday. Like Phil was literally getting like... He was gifted tons yesterday on Kick. And he has a fucking audacity to fucking today pigeon whine and moan about... My god. My god, he was given fucking tons on Kick yesterday and he's still complaining.
100 plus subs in the last week because, you know, during my birthday marathon, we got a lot of support. And then this new marathon I did was a flop because 5 in a row, that's concerning. The trolling and stuff. So basically I lost all that support. I mean, that's hundreds of subs that were lost. It'd be great to get some of those back. If you're someone who likes being in Kick, if you're enjoying, you know, not only the stream over there, but also you're enjoying the new features that Kick is adding and that I'm implementing them, please support the stream today. In fact, how about this? So we got a couple tips. And we got some super chats, right? We got one super chat. Let's get someone who's going to be the first membership of the day on YouTube. Let's get the first gifted sub on Kick right now. And let's get someone to beat Gabriel's super chat of $2. All right? Let's get some support spread around. All right? Come on. Let's get a little bit going right now. Right now, people have no idea how to wager because remember, the wagers, well, I get $50 of support by 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Right now, it's 12:18 and we're only at $11. So people don't know how to vote. At any moment, someone could come in and drop something, a contribution, and then boom, the vote gets flipped, and then, you know, it's a different outcome. So, so people don't know what to do.
Who fucking cares?
I got a dollar tip from, is it Minish Cap or Minish Cap Fan? I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what they said, Minish Cap Fan. They said, heard you talking about Zelda. If you can ever go back to the 3DS someday, I'd recommend playing A Link Between Worlds. It takes place 100 years after A Link to the Past. It's my favorite 2D Zelda. I bought it early on in my YouTube days, so we're talking 15 plus years ago, okay? I actually had a 3DS, and I bought Link Between Worlds when it came out as a new release. I was going to have it as a game that I was going to take with me and play like on planes and when I was traveling. Because at that point, I was going to conventions, I was going to Street Fighter tournaments, I was doing it all. But what ended up happening was, basically, it all came to an end. Like, basically, with the end of Project 7 in 2012, I wasn't really doing anything that warranted me going to conventions anymore. And I found that the better use of my time was to stay home and just make a lot of videos. So I stopped traveling. I stopped going to Street Fighter tournaments, and I stopped going to conventions. So I literally never played it. It just sat there. I think I played through the first 5 in a row. That's concerning. Dungeon, maybe the second, and I never went back to it ever. So it's basically an unplayed game for me.
We are one away from a full house.
Now, I definitely believe that it's a great game. I've heard many good things about Link Between Worlds. Considering that Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game of the old school, I probably would love this game. But as you just stated, it's always been a handheld. Now, at one point, all right, I did actually have a Nintendo 3DS XL that had a built-in capture device. I bought it off the internet for a lot. I think when I bought it, it was like $400 or $500, if I remember correctly. Because it not only was a 3DS XL, but then they basically hard modded it to be able to capture the PC. So I did playthroughs back in the day of classic like Pokemon games that were coming out. I played Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I played one of the Monster Hunter games back when the Monster Hunter games weren't even on console, but were mostly handheld. So I did some of that stuff on it. Oh, and of course, Tomodachi Life. Who could forget my run in Tomodachi Life? What an insane game that was, right? So that was like a decade ago. It was. I think it was like 2015, right? But then what happened was basically they stopped really making games for the 3DS because the Switch came out, and the Switch became the hybrid portable home console, and the 3DS just became irrelevant. And so I never used the thing ever again. Now, I actually found out that sadly, they don't sell them anymore. They don't sell that 3DS anymore. Like the company, I guess, went out of business. And I don't think the software works. Like the software for it doesn't work anymore. It's not compatible with current Windows. So I don't think that I could capture from that 3DS anymore. So yeah. So sadly, I don't think I have a way to play 3DS stuff. Now, what I would hope, and what like they've done with a lot of games, hopefully they'll port it, right? They should port these 3DS exclusives to the Switch or the Switch 2 and put them on a virtual console so that you can play them. I would love to do a playthrough of Link Between Worlds, but there just isn't a way to do it right now that's viable. I wish that I could, but Nintendo hasn't really provided anyone a method to do it. Okay. So we are at 12 bucks of support. Who is going to step up and be the first sub of the day? Who is going to be the first member of the day? Who is going to support the show? Who will do it? Let's find out. Because we only have 7 minutes left for the end of this wager. And now people are wagering extreme towards the fact that it looks like we're not going to hit the goal. In fact, tons of people have wagered that we're not going to hit 50 bucks by 12:30. See this? Tons of people. Actually, 5,300 points say no. 2,600 say yes. So more than double say no. So what's going to happen here? What if someone all of a sudden drops a big amount of support and then all those people who voted no lose their points again? This is why the wagers are fun. They were always fun over on Twitch. I know they're going to be fun on Kick. So, can we do it? Can we hit 50 bucks of support in the next 7 minutes?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So, folks, today, a teaser was released for Fallout Season 2. I have not seen it yet. All I know is that it is the new Vegas season. And so what I'd like to do right now is I would like to watch this trailer along with all of you and see what I think. You ready? All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch the new Fallout Season 2 teaser trailer.
Love your company.
This looks absolutely terrible. What kind of quality is this? This is ass. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Trying to find the official channel. Where the hell is it? I can't, dude, everyone stole it and put it on their own channels. I can't actually find the real teaser.
Isn't that exactly what you're doing now as well?
Like, what's the YouTube channel it would be on? What would it, what's the official channel? I can't find it. What the hell is it? Does anyone know? I know it's Amazon Prime. Do they have a channel? Prime Video. Let's see. No. Dude, I can't find the official video. Everyone stole it and reposted it. I can't find the actual official video anywhere. It's not even on. It's not on the Amazon Prime channel on YouTube. They didn't even put it on there. They're idiots. Does anyone know where I can fucking find it? I can't find it to watch it. So we're just not going to watch it then. I'm not going to give fucking views to some asshole who stole it. And now I can't find the original video. This is dumb.
There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4.
Yeah, look, it's just people who stole it. It's literally just people who stole it.
There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
It doesn't come up. No, I searched Fallout. It's all people who stole it. It's not the real trailer. This is trash. Well, fuck it. We're just not going to watch it then. Oh, well. It's not on YouTube and it's not on Twitter. All is just people who stole it and re-edited it and shit and reacted to it, but there's no, I can't find the raw trailer, so I'm not going to watch it then. Fuck it. Seriously. Maybe, okay, hold on. I got an idea. I don't know if this idea is going to work. Let me see.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, this is the shitty one. It's terrible. Oh my god. Dude, everyone has this awful pixelated shit version. No one has the real one. What is it? Fallout on Prime. Okay. Maybe I can get it that way.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Poor Sonny. Sonny says, fuck it. I'm done with it. And then get us 5 members to the channel. We have 1 bingo. That gives us our last free space we needed. Jesus Christ, because Phil is just, you know, derailing his whole entire stream.
Burger.
So with 1 bingo.
Burger.
Full house. Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Thank you very much for that, Sonny. Of course, it adds 10 buckaroos to the bingo prize fund. I mean, I agree with you, Sonic. We're probably going to win anyway, but, you know, Sonny was just fed up of Phil fucking being this fucking evil and bad or whatever, just incompetent. Thank you, Sonny, for getting 5 more members to the channel, which gives us another free space, which wins us bingo. Congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Chuck and Bob Campbell, P-Call Gaming, Brendan Shuttler, Lags a Lot, and Bob. Well done, Bob, especially. There you go. If you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Sonny for gifting you a membership. And of course, you know, we get to fucking say hooray, you know, thank Christ, hallelujah. We escaped the bad man. It's all over and done with. We get to fucking run away and say, fuck you, Phil. We're done with the bad man. But we're behind Phil by, you know, 34 minutes or something, you know what I mean? So I think by that time he's probably fucking playing the game by now, or close to playing the game. Hold on, let me check. Is there anything on Discord? Since I forgot to do it yesterday, I want to check Discord today. Shit. Well, there's a fucking flashback to the start of the fucking show. Sonny shared a bottle of ranch. Paul Newman's own ranch salad dressing. Australian made. Australians have fucking ranch, but UK probably, you know, doesn't really. I don't know. Salad dressing. It's like I don't think I'd personally enjoy it. That's just me speaking, but I don't think I'd enjoy it. An old tweet from the Doom account. You control the buttons you press. This is a message from like 2019. True, because Phil seems to kind of blaming, you know, everyone but himself on buttons, even though he could remount the buttons himself. So that was Ira that shared this one. Sonny with his own DSP style hair product placement for Phil. Calls Advanced Hair Studio, London, Melbourne, Dubai, Johannesburg, Hong Kong, Bombay. Call us before your loved ones leave you. Fucking dark. And one final thing, Sonny also shared us instructions on how to play Doom with a controller. You know, in the settings in the controls, you have to select Enable to Controller, select Doom, free, go to Settings, Controls, Enabled. You have to do it with the mouse, but after that, the controller will work. This person's using a PS4 controller running DS4 Win, but it's set to hide at DS4. Yeah, Phil seems so confused on how to fucking do anything. Like, you know, like, there's things you can get and tools you can get to fucking play things. You know, games online. We can, and DS4 is a very good fucking handy tool to have as well to fucking go and get playing games or whatever. It's just, you know, like Phil's gonna fucking learn that shit. That shit's too complicated for him. Anyway, let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we? Load a fucking refresher page. Wait, he's still on the podcast? Wait, he's still live in his podcast.
Alright, I think I gotta end the show because Jasper won't stop crawling all over me.
There's a $2
Winter Claire did a $2 Canadian super chat.
Do it on camera,
and says, I'll donate $25 if you do 15 jumping jacks. Well, jumping jacks are like the easiest thing on the earth to do. Why would you donate $25 for jumping jacks? That's like so simple.
I want to see if he does it or not.
How about this? If you donate $25, I will do 15 jumping jacks. There you go. But
that was not the fucking deal. Their deal was they'll donate if you do it. So Phil, you don't get to fucking renegotiate.
You have to donate first. So thanks for the $2 super chat. But you,
Phil's saying it's the easiest fucking thing in the world. So do them then, Phil. Just fucking do them then, for God's sake. Oh, that's easy. Jumping jacks are easy. Then fucking do them. And if it's a fucking troll LARP, then so be it. At least you got to do a little bit of fucking activity today for once.
You have to do it first. There you go. That's a fair trade.
How is that a fair fucking trade? Fuck off.
I just have to rotate the camera around to the other side of the room, I guess.
Oh, I didn't think that was possible, Phil.
That's right. I don't fall for it. I'm not doing the jumping jacks first. You pay first, then I'll give you the jumping jacks. That's how it works.
Agreed. The sheer
No, I've not
greed.
touched ads at all, but YouTube said that sometime, I thought it was the 17th, YouTube said sometime this month they're changing the way ads work, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because I do automatic ads. I don't sit here and say, manually place ad here. So, Winter Claire did another $2 super chat said that's not how it works. Well, then you're not getting it. That is how it works. You support me, and then I'll reward you for your support. It's not, I do things like stunts in the hopes that you'll do something. That's ridiculous. That's foolish.
So you want the money up front to then provide the content. That's so isn't that the opposite? Shouldn't you be earning the money? So why should anyone give you money if there's no, like, you need to earn that money, Phil. You're just hoping for people to give you the money without you haven't earned it. Doesn't seem very fair, does it? This is like turning up to a restaurant and having to fucking pay for your meal before you've even had a fucking bite to eat. You know? There's your fucking restaurant analogies for you.
Support my family till I die, since I'm not allowed to work ever again.
God almighty, it continues. This fucking Winter Claire dent just keeps going back and forth with Phil more and more. This is a waste. This is idiotic. But Phil will keep it going though, because he keep getting money. They're going to hope that Winter Claire will forget to try and fucking charge back the shit.
Thanks for a chill podcast. Didn't have too much to do. Oh, here we go. Winter Claire, another $2 super chat. How much for you to stop streaming forever? Well, you gotta figure it this way. It would have to be enough money to support my family till I die, since I'm not allowed to work ever again. So, I mean, how much would that be? That would be multiple millions and millions of dollars. We'd have to think about this.
Why? What? So Phil, you're old. You keep telling everyone you're a very old person.
Old bastard!
So why would it take multiple millions of dollars to support you and your family for the next, what, 20 years? 30 years? Why millions? Genuine question, why multiple millions? Is your lifestyle that extravagant that you just cannot fucking even get close to living beyond your means anymore? And why should that burden fall upon your audience?
Right? Millions and millions of dollars. It would have to be. So.
6? Please say 6 million.
But the truth is, I don't think that you're serious. I don't think you're ready to pay the amount. Let me put it this way. The answer is more than you'll ever earn. So, there you go. That's your true answer. More than you'll ever have, more than you'll ever earn. So it doesn't really matter. It's not your concern. All right.
What a fucking cunt.
Okay, so, guys, it is time to end the show. All right? Thank you. Wait, Mozzie did a $2 super chat. How much for you to stream forever? Sadly, that's not possible because, you know, eventually I'm going to get too old and I'm going to either not be able to stream or I'm going to pass away. So I can't actually stream forever. It's not possible. That's just, you know, that's just reality. That's the human condition smacking you right in the face, right? Wow. I received a $20 tip. I'll pay you $20 if you rip a booming loud fart on stream. Wow. That's an amazing offer. Well, first you tip me $20. So now you want me to rip a fart, but I don't have to fart. I don't have to fart, so what do I do?
This is the thing, so this is what I'm saying, this is why people want you to fucking do the thing first before they give you the money. You have now been given the money up front and been told to do something, and you're not doing it. So, yeah. Way to scam your dents, Phil.
I'm not gassy right now. I'd have to eat something that would give me gas, then I could fart.
This is awful.
Why are you guys all of a sudden supporting the stream? We got Gabriel did a $2 super chat.
Oh, what a fucking bitch. Why are you guys suddenly supporting the stream? The guy who fucking asks non-fucking stop for support every fucking 5 seconds. If Phil's not fucking asking for support, he's not fucking talking. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, he's complaining. Why are you guys suddenly supporting the fucking stream? There's no pleasing this fucking moron. Jesus fucking Christ, fuck it.
$5 or more and I'll match, let's go. So Gabriel will match a $5 or more super chat, or more. He said or more. So if there's bigger than 5, he'll match that too. And it's simply Eddie did a $2 super chat. I'll give $10 also if you do them first. If I do what first?
The jumping jacks?
My throat is gunked up. What is going on here? Damn. Snort, code. Snort.
Mozzie did a $4.99 super chat and says match that. Yeah, but technically, Gabriel did say 5 and you did $4.99, so actually you're a penny short. So I wouldn't fault Gabriel if he didn't match that because you're off by a penny.
Agreed is astronomical.
Look what you did. You botched by a penny.
This is fucking awful. I think I'm going to just say, fuck this shit, I'm out. I think I'm tapping out there, guys. Fuck that, you know. Here's what I'll fucking do, though. I'll redirect you guys to WPIG. You know, so there we fucking go. I'll have some robust times in WPIG stream afterwards, okay? I'm going to wrap things up there, okay? So thank you very much, guys, for joining me for some robust bingo antics today. I hope you all had a good fun time, and I hope you all have had a good enjoyable Tuesday as well. I'll return tomorrow, Wednesday, for some more bingo shenanigans and all that jazz. There's a wee otter there. I was wondering where the fucking otters were. That motherfucker was hiding in the corner. Excellent stuff indeed. He's going in the wee hole, isn't he? The wee hole. Sometimes it's under it to just pop up in that wee hole. I forget. I love the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I wish they had a better webcam though. Like the Vancouver Aquarium has a better webcam, I feel, because it's closer to the otters, you know what I mean? But this, I like the layout of the Monterey Bay Aquarium though. It just seems pretty good. Anyway, okay, you know, I'm going to wrap things up there, as I said, you know what I mean? I do hope you all have had a fun time, and as I said, I will redirect you guys to WPIG stream you guys can catch their antics and how they deal with the End of Fellas podcast and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm going to end how it always ends, by playing notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.